Hello, I'm Scott Whitaker with Arctic Air Services. We started our business from the ground up and grew it based on the service end of the industry. We own over 50 vehicles, which we depend on every day to make our business run smoothly. We know the value and importance of offering great production and excellent service. That's why we choose Connolly Buick GMC, because they provide us with the best cars and trucks and have a service department second to none. The next time you're in the market for a vehicle, I highly recommend Connolly Buick GMC, where they'll treat you like family.
It's morning again in Palmetto. Today, over 1,000 people will move from other states to Florida. Jobs and industries are rebounding, and so are the housing markets. It is no better time than the present to invest in quality real estate here. A safe and friendly place for your kids to play. A thriving hometown culture immersed in historic districts like no other. A place to turn a house into a home. Palmetto proud. Matthew Guthrie and Associates Realty.
So tell me, what was actually the name of the award? It was you were the #1 stream in the streaming awards. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
You're watching TigerVision, presented by Connolly Buick GMC. TigerVision is brought to you in part by Connolly Buick GMC, Arctic Air, Heinz Law, Duet Pools, Richardson Stenton Roofing, Palmetto Bait and Tackle, ClickingSpree, Garrett Richard.
We are live. Welcome to TigerVision, a different kind of TigerVision. I'm Ken Burton Jr., and even though our Palmetto Tigers with a 4-1 record have an open date tonight, on the schedule, the high school football action along the west coast of Florida in our region is absolutely electric. That's why we're bringing you the very first TigerVision Red Zone broadcast. Your one-stop shop for all the local matchups. Joining me tonight is Chad Burton and Christian McClanahan, about a mile away from me at Harley Stadium, in the stress box behind the stadium, making all the magic happen tonight. This is our pregame show tonight, and over the next few minutes, we're going to break down the 4 most impactful games being streamed across the area. We've got state-ranked showdowns, some massive homecoming nights, some seriously punishing ground games, and what we don't have, we will have on our ticker. What will be updating all the games in our region. So let's get ready to dive in. First of all, we'll start in Bradenton tonight on the Southeast High School Television Network as the 4-1 Southeast Seminoles host the DeSoto County Bulldogs for their homecoming game that's set to start anytime. We welcome back Southeast High School TV, as this is their first broadcast in some time, and they were the ones that inspired us here at TigerVision to get our act going, and congratulations on being on the air tonight. The Seminoles are looking to extend their 3-game winning streak and move confidently into the heart of their schedule. Southeast has established a strong, disciplined approach. Their defense is physical and opportunistic, while on offense featuring running back Marvelous Jackson is highly effective. They've got the momentum and the home field advantage tonight. DeSoto County, on the other hand, as we see live action, is 0-5, playing for pride and a chance to spoil a rival's biggest night of the year. For Southeast, the key to success is staying focused. They must avoid the distractions that come with homecoming and treat the Bulldogs like any other opponent. Establish that run early, let the defense create turnovers, and secure the win. They play a clean and disciplined football. Southeast will celebrate with a big homecoming victory tonight. So it looks like the game is already underway. It was supposed to start at 7. The 3 other games we're looking at tonight are 7:30s. So Southeast apparently has scored already and will be kicking off to DeSoto.
Now on the 40-yard line.
And it seems like they might be subbing out some people. I can see that they subbed out 17, who is Jerry Wales, who's a DE and a LB, who's a senior, who is 5'9" and is 180.
Yes, I also see that 77 is now on the field, Mr. James Ray. I wonder how he will be doing this game.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying. It seems like DeSoto is trying to pick some better people. As I can see with number 77, I'm assuming that is their offensive lineman. So it seems like they're trying to limit our Southeast's defense to stay in the hole.
I've noticed a lot of switching up the players. I think they're just switching up players every few plays to see what works.
Yeah, they're kind of like not panic switching, but they're just like picking characters. They're just playing with their competition to see what best fits for Southeast. Because they're right now, DeSoto County is trying to adapt to the level of Southeast because of how well our defense is. So they're trying to guess what weaknesses our defense is before the first quarter is over.
I hate to break it to them, but our defense don't got weaknesses.
Yeah, exactly. Our defense does not have any weaknesses. They're going to have a really crazy time figuring this out. Usually by the time they actually figure out our weaknesses, the game's already going to be over.
Yeah.
Oh, and fumble.
That is a fumble
by number 21, interception. Nice job, number 21.
This is a third down now, if I'm not mistaken.
Center, senior, and 5'10".
So our defense has been doing very, very well this game. In all of I've seen, they've never made mistakes.
Okay, so Southeast off to a great start with 7 minutes left in the first quarter with a 7-0 lead. The other games we're doing tonight, they will all have 7:30 kickoffs. Big game in Pinellas County on the CCC Clearwater Central Catholic Marauders Athletic Network with a huge top 25 ranked battle. The 4-1 Cardinal Mooney Cougars travel to face the unbeaten 6-0 Clearwater Central Catholic Marauders. This is a clash of two teams riding major momentum. Both teams are in the top 25 rankings in the state of Florida. Mooney has been an offensive juggernaut lately, scoring 49 points in each of their last 2 victories. Their balanced unit, leaning on running back Cardinal Jackson for over 100 yards a game, rushing the ball, and very efficient passing attack. But they face a Marauders team.
We have been playing like there's no tomorrow. Ooh, quarterback fumbles. Failed tackle. And they have punted it into the air. And the ball is now out of bounds.
Wow.
Surrounding fewer than 10
acting like a
contest.
That was one.
The challenge for Mooney is clear. Can their explosive offense crack the code of Clearwater Central's defense? For Clearwater Catholic, they have to maintain their defensive intensity to avoid the big play mistake. The team that wins the turnover battle will control the scoreboard in this one. Feels like a playoff preview. Switching gears, we'll also be heading to Sarasota and Arsenal Productions for a massive local rivalry on Riverview Rams homecoming night. The undefeated Riverview Rams are hosting the talented IMG Academy Junior National Ascenders. Riverview, who Palmetto's only loss this year 38-35 a few weeks ago, and they're doing it with pure power football. They're running the ball at a historic clip, compiling nearly 500 rushing yards last week. Running back Isaiah Belt leads a relentless ground attack. The name of the game for the Rams is clock control. They want to be physical and physically impose their will on that game tonight. As we're back on Southeast, where they're already with the ball back.
Oh, he's going. That is a Southeast touchdown. That is a touchdown.
A very easy pitch and catch. Southeast heavily favored in this game tonight. We probably will see a running clock, but too early to tell. Getting back to the Riverview Rams IMG Junior National game. The IMG Junior National senders, however, a threat to score on every snap. Quarterback and Nolan Downs and receiver Dino Galakis connected for 3 scores last week, proving their ability to strike early. If Riverview's front can establish the run early, it shifts the advantages to IMG speed. Interesting matchup. Who wins the trenches will win this game tonight, but this is also a homecoming game for the Riverview Rams. And lastly, the big game tonight on the schedule, a true national spectacle at Powell Davis Stadium. The 5-0 nationally ranked IMG national team are taking on the perennial state powerhouse Venice Indians on the Venice Sports Network, Vibrant Aspect Media. IMG is, as we know, an absolute machine. They've won every game by 20 points or more, showcasing their elite talent across the board. But Venice is no stranger to the national stage. They've played IMG extremely tough last year, only losing by 5 points. Coach Peacock will have his team ready, especially with star sophomore running back Dorian Macho Jones leading a strong offensive effort. The Eagles are riding high after a 51-0 demolition of Lehigh last week in a District Class 7A game. For the Venice Indians tonight, their focus must be on perfection. They're going to need to control the clock with their run game, convert third downs, and finish every possession with points. Against a team with IMG's depth, you can't afford critical penalties or turnovers. If the Indians can keep this a 1-score heading into the fourth quarter, the electric atmosphere will give them a chance for a massive program-defining upset tonight. 4 amazing games, 4 huge storylines from Clearwater down to Venice, and right here in Bradenton, high school football is taking stage tonight. We'll be here all night with updates from every field in the region. You can also follow the ticker for other games here in our area. The TigerVision REDZONE broadcast starts now. So let's go back to the Southeast game. It looks like
3 touchdowns in the first quarter. Yeah, that is something you don't see very often.
Yeah, that is something you do not see every single day. That's only something you see with the top players, which is Southeast right now from this season.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I've only watched them do
Southeast
one
is
play that
scored
isn't a passing play.
Exactly, and it seems like Southeast is actually switching out number 63 for
already up
54.
19-0.
It seems like they're switching out 64.
Much like the game with doing the hook and ladder here.
Ooh, and
that is a successful two-point conversion.
Two-point conversion, exactly, David. 21-0 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock.
I am interested in seeing how Ethan Flores plays. I've seen a lot of good from him, and I'm hoping he does well in this particular game.
Exactly, and even with our OBO, Caleb Crawford, he's not only really fast, but he's extremely strong. So it takes more than just one person to take him down. So as long as they have like those type of people that are so tanky but can run fast enough, there's no reason that they shouldn't win this game or make DeSoto County actually have to have a fighting chance.
Yes. Okay, so this is another punt to DeSoto County.
Yep, second punt with our scoreboard 23-0 and 5 minutes 32 seconds left on the clock.
Ball is on the ground.
Ooh, okay.
They now have possession of it.
Oh, and big fumble at 30-yard line.
They're tackled at roughly 30 yards, meaning they have a long way to go to that end zone.
An absolutely long way to go. They got to really fight this one with our almost impenetrable defense.
70 yards to go on a Southeast defense is not a good combination.
Yeah, not a good combination. Yeah, exactly. I agree on that one, David.
Yeah. They certainly got their work cut out for them.
All right, so it seems like DeSoto County is taking a timeout here, so it seems like they're going to switch up their plan. And it seems like they're actually sending out, it seems like they're actually putting in number 12 to David.
Number 12 is Mr. Jacob Tanner.
Seems like he might be like a wide receiver. So they might be switching up some of the composition for now the fourth time in Marcus.
Yes.
All right, so now it seems like they're getting back in position, and they're on our first down for at yard 30.
Almost the end of the first quarter, and this game is almost near decided.
Almost exactly. This game, DeSoto County really has not only to pull off a miracle, but DeSoto County has to very, very carefully play their cards at a very strategic odd. Because right now, DeSoto County has a very low angle right now, and Southeast has like an iron fist at this game. If they keep this up, they're basically guaranteed to win, and it's not even the end of the first quarter.
If I was the coach of DeSoto, I would personally heavily work on offense for them, because they can't break that Southeast offense. If they work on their good offense and maybe hopefully break Southeast, they could be back in this game.
They could potentially, but that's even if they're able to get through just our impenetrable defense. Thank you, David. Interpenetrable defense by itself, and just overall, it's gonna be hard for DeSoto County to just get past its defense. And even if they get past their defense, there's still levels of this. Like right now on the 30-line yard, they have a massive tackle
right there.
Massive throw action by number 1.
Sack.
Actually got double teamed.
Quarterback is down.
Yeah, quarterback is down. They really need to protect their quarterback
and
just get different. They need a different approach, because Southeast, compared to Southeast and DeSoto County, they have a very tanky people, and we actually we didn't get points. We have a very tanky defense and offense, so we are literally a well-rounded team, whereas DeSoto County is only good for a specific position or at a specific attacking position. So it seems like they're going to switch up their comp again, or it seems like they're lining up. Excuse me. They're lining up at second down at the 30-yard line.
That they are. Yeah. That's like I was saying earlier. This is what happens when you ignore those offensive linemen.
Another
sack.
Ooh, horrible. Oh, God.
Where are the offensive linemen when this happens?
Offensive linemen are just absolutely non-existent in this game.
They need some big people that can get in the way of our... Yeah,
exactly. They need a Hulk on their team. What are they doing? They're taking another timeout. So this is now their 6th timeout in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock, and they're trying to switch their composition because their quarterback has literally no protection at all.
They don't. Yeah.
Literally, if they want the same results as Southeast, they have to protect the most valuable players on here. It seems like DeSoto County's passing it to number 0 and just getting bum rushed by 4 different people.
And this shows what I was saying earlier, football being the ultimate team sport. Because what I've noticed, their quarterback isn't half bad. He's been performing well. There's just no one defending him.
Exactly, and like you said even earlier, this whole game is defensive. If one thing is going down, your whole thing is going down. Like with the Titanic, if one part of it's going to go down, the whole ship is going to go down. So they have to really play this carefully. They have to build the pieces back together if they want to have a chance of getting a shot, at least getting a point on us, because it's 21-0 with 3 minutes left on the clock.
I think their best hope right now is possibly getting downfield and getting a field goal.
Yeah, exactly. And Southeast, it seems like it's going to have possession of the ball.
To us.
Giving it to us.
Zone for a touchback.
Okay.
And by the way, guys, so
as we leave Southeast, Coach Kurt Bradley coasting 23-0. We're going to start these other games.
You know those names?
This is the big game. Venice, IMG visiting Venice High School. National Power, IMG, one of the top-rated teams in the country, and Venice, one of the best teams in the state of Florida. They play each year.
Twice to take on Phoenix City.
Phoenix City just had a nice big win over them. So it's, again, I'm just as excited to see
This
them
is
as
the
you are.
Venice
There you
Sports
go.
Network,
So in
and
backfield,
we'll
quarterback
look
Darian
into their
Russell,
feed
7,
here as this game
with,
gets
number 2
underway.
Macho Jones to his left. Quick handoff to Macho, and going nowhere. Looks like number 4.
Chuck Roberts and Amari Irvin, one of the team captains and the linebacker. Yeah, a lot of teams try to establish a run game early against the Senders, but as we mentioned in the trenches, running in between the tackles is not an easy task against IMG. It never has been.
No, no doubt. They're going to give a gain of about 1, so it's 2nd and 9. Darian Jones looking over to the sideline for the play call. Playing IMG, the one thing that is always stands out is the speed to the ball on defense. I mean, it's something to behold. Quick throw, and just off the hands of number 17, that would be Steven Testa.
Very, very dangerous, too. If you're going to have an incomplete pass go off your hands, you don't want to tip it up, because if it goes into one of those white
And we're back on the quad box.
Back to it in motion.
As we're listening.
Downs under some pressure. He's got a nice arm. Takes it down the field. And perfect coverage on the play. And it is knocked down by Jabari Farland. And it's
We're
only
listening
3 and out for the
to
Ascenders.
Yeah, Jabari Farland is really going to
Productions,
stand out
Addison
in this
Resco, and
Rams
Paul Whiteside
secondary.
on
His
the
3
call in the
interceptions
Rams
on
IMG
the year,
Junior
and that's
National
just
game.
a great example of perfect coverage. It's a great pass deflection, and it sets up an early 3 and out here for the IMG Ascenders.
3 interceptions.
Over in the bottom
and
left.
9 tackles on the season.
We have switched the Southeast game to the Columbia versus Manatee game way up in Lake City,
but
Florida.
I like the 3-headed horsemen in the backfield for the stable is what Coach
that is going to be a
Barrett
very
likes to
good
call it.
game
So let's
tonight.
get the offense going early.
On to kickoff for the Tigers.
Manatee, this is their second trip up to North Florida. They actually played Valdosta Lowndes earlier.
I mean, him having, he has a total of 11
And now we go to
total
Pinellas
tackles
County,
this season, 17 total
picking up
tackles.
the Mooney
for the
Central
Mooney
Catholic
defense.
game, 2 top 25 teams in the state of
So
Florida.
we have 3rd down and 5 already.
And yes, you're
Cougars
watching
really get Manatee
TigerVision.
defense off the
Tigers
field.
are open tonight. We have Lakewood Ranch coming to Harley Stadium next week for a big Class 6A District 11 clash, but we are doing Red Zone tonight.
3rd and 5 trips left. Motions
This
receiver
is up
out
in
to go
Pinellas
5 wide
County.
now. Looks like we got movement here. I think on the defense. Oh no. They're just gonna have to take out Mosley. I'm not sure if it looks like his mouthpiece wasn't in, or possibly
Not
his
connect
knee
with
pad.
Anthony Miller. Miller coming off a week where he had no receptions. Very odd for
That
Anthony.
is one problem I have had with IMG the last few years, is they do have some players with double numbers, and unfortunately for Chuck Roberts, he shares a number with starting quarterback Jaden Wade, so does often throw opposing broadcasters off as well sometimes.
Yeah, you hear somebody saying that, well, that quarterback, he can make a lot
They
of
didn't
tackles.
pass the ball much.
On 2nd down, the handoff to Belt, and somehow is going to find his way forward for 5 yards on the play. It's been the bread and butter for this Riverview offense, escaping the first.
Pass out to Manning, and he gets up to around the 45. It is a flag thrown in the play. They may have been somebody downfield. I think that's what they were trying to check on last time.
Ryan
It
Mosley
is gonna be a legal man
overthrown,
downfield.
and the Cougars defense makes a big
Lost it.
stop after the special teams let up a huge amount of yards on the kickoff.
Major stop by the Mooney defense. Gives the Mooney offense some momentum. in order to
Clearwater
push
Catholic
on
throwing a deep ball incomplete.
Belt across midfield, and for a Riverview
As we're back
first
into
down.
the Riverview Rams.
It's been a mixture
Game with Addison
between
Resco
Isaiah
on the
Belt
call.
and Torian James. You really thought going into this year that it would just be Isaiah Belt as your primary back. Torian James makes a move from wide receiver to running back, and my goodness, has he been impressive. He's in here. 1st down and 10 at the Ascenders' 37-yard line. They'll give it to James. It's brought down after a gain
Now,
of 5.
IMG Junior National lost to Manatee earlier in the season, so this will be a good gauge to see where they
We've been
stand
talking
up
about
against
it throughout the season.
West
but
Coast
the
talent.
adjustment from wide receiver to running back has been nearly seamless for Torian James. I mean, he was a wide receiver last year. He did so good at that position, and then goes to running back and is even better.
Prasiquez on the play action is brought to the ground. Von Azaruma on the tackle, and it will bring up another third down for Riverview.
Yeah, and they've been so good at converting these third downs, and we've been seeing it a lot throughout the season that even on these second and longs, third and longs, maybe even a fourth and long, they've been running the ball. So it's something that IMG is going to have to look out for. If the Rams are going to go for it on fourth down or maybe third down, they're going to have to run the ball.
Torian James in the Wildcat, and that will go nowhere. The Ascenders all over that one. Noah Kasimi makes the initial tackle. And Riverview faced with a fourth down. Looks to be 4th down and 4. An interesting look. They had Belt lined up to the side of Torian James, goes right to the Wildcat in James, and it goes nowhere. So a big 4th down. Can the Ascenders get off the field on the Rams' first drive of the game? Nippert tries to go hard count as he looks over to his play caller, Brody Wiseman, in his 3rd season with the Rams as an offensive.
Touchdown, Cougars! Beautiful play call. You run the ball right down their throats 3 times in a row.
Mooney on the pass play strikes first.
David Davidson. Cougars jump out early.
Up in Clearwater.
Pass that Coach Callahan likes to call. I mean,
Nice pitch and catch. Laron Foy receiving touchdown.
And then once in a while, show that pass, and that showed off there for the touchdown by the Mooney Cougars.
Yeah, really great drive. 3 rushes, 1 pass, 4 first downs, and a touchdown. Liam Bowers back for the PAT. Snap good, hold good, kick is good. Cougars take a 7-0 lead. Take a look at this replay.
That's big
here.
for Sarasota Cardinal Mooney as we see the replay.
Maybe a little low, but I mean,
running a crossing pattern.
That's a perfect throw, though.
I know, what a route by LaRon.
Going 3.5 minutes right down the field.
I think it's called a climb route, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, climb, crosser, maybe post.
25 on the hash on the opposite field.
It's like the Rams in the bottom there are inside the red zone against
What a play.
IMG Junior Nationals.
I got a little scared. They like to usually throw that corner route
through.
Nippert goes to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Was looking for Noah Sheffo on first down. The passing game was really the only downside in the last game against Sarasota, a big 56-20 rivalry win. But Parker Nippert, he struggled. He didn't really need to do much. He had his running backs do a lot, but some missed opportunities, and then that crucial interception, which gave Sarasota a lot of momentum going into the break.
Yeah, he's definitely been a little off these last 2 games, but looking to fix that in this game.
Hand off up the middle on 3rd down, and once again picking up is Torian James. Enough for the sticks, and it will bring up 1st down and goal for this Riverview offense for what seemingly has to be every game. It's a drive right down the field for a touchdown.
Yeah, and it's something that we've been seeing so much throughout this season is they just drive straight down the field, and their offense is just unstoppable is really the only word we can use.
James the back, they'll go to him. Trying to bounce to the outside. That's a clear face mask as James just gets his helmet yanked off. It will remain 1st down and will be half the distance to the goal. So 1st and goal coming up from about the 5.
I think it'll be a hole thrown.
And we switch now to Lake City where
No, it should
Columbia Columbia County
holding
strikes
against
first.
the Tigers. That'll bring them back.
It was Storm, hence whichever one it was definitely holding on the second.
But
guys.
a flag is going to negate the touchdown.
Back compared to Jamal Horn, and so maybe we're getting a little bit lost.
Switching back to Sarasota.
IMG squad that comes into this game with a 4-2
This is the Riverview Rams going right down the field.
Last week.
They rushed for 500 yards last week against the Sailors in a route district game, trying to strike first here against the IMG Junior National.
James on 1st and goal. Did he get there? It's going to be close. IMG claiming they have it.
Oh,
and they
that's
do.
huge.
Torian James cuffed.
Gets around
Oh, my
the
goodness.
15-yard line. Bring up a second down.
Arsenal
and 9
Productions,
for the
Addison
Tigers.
Roscoe on the call. A huge turnover for the Rams.
Motion
So
a
we
guy, like you
switch
said, from
back
the
here
backfield
to
out to make a trip, field out
Columbia
to make a trip.
against
Byron comes down
Manatee
from his,
in Lake
his
City,
safety
Florida.
spot, just misses the tackle to make it a pretty much an yard gain. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and 8.
Danny Carter and Chad Choate on the call.
Pope and Days in the backfield. Days was the receiver on the last. Collins drops, looking, fires across, and got a man wide open. Caught, touchdown, Tigers, 6-0.
Yeah, it's a wheel route.
Columbia
Quarterback came out of the
strikes first as we
backfield
go back
and
to the
it looks
quad
like it was
box.
Pope. Just a wheel route. We just didn't cover it from the secondary, the second
Clearwater
level, which
Central
is linebackers. That safety
on their
coming up.
first,
Didn't cover it wide open for a touchdown.
First action on offense. Clearwater Central's broadcast does not have any announcers, so it's
Good
just
snap, the hold is good. The kick
actually
is up
watching
and good.
the game.
7-0 Tigers. We'll take a timeout. Tigers lead 7-0. Manatee Hurricane Football. Manatee.
Really isn't. It's like they're going up against a professional NFL team.
Exactly. It feels like I'm watching Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes in the same team versus 2012 Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Oh, it seems. Ooh! Massive tackle by number 21.
And we're back in Bradenton at the Southeast Homecoming, DeSoto County Bulldogs.
On that tackle, just stopped the whole actual
trying to get back in this game.
And can we talk about how our football team went from not winning
Great to have Southeast
to this,
High School television
and only a 2-year
back on the air doing this homecoming game for the Southeast
actually
Seminoles. Everything for Coach Kurt Bradley and his team operating,
marvelizing because
clicking on all cylinders here early on.
Literally every single game, and our own school actually making fun of our own football team to like, wow, our team's literally unstoppable. We are the builder beast of football for the high school level at varsity.
This is one of the biggest comeback stories I've seen in a while.
Exactly. This is the biggest redemption season for Southeast I can maybe have ever seen for my time being here. Ooh, and fumble.
Burnett's going to take him down at the 8-yard line.
Now we're back in Clearwater.
A blocked punt. I mean, that's a major turn of events for Mooney right there. Coach Clark has been battened down on the special teams. And
Looks like the block punt is going to put Cardinal Mooney on a short field
I mean,
in the red zone,
touchdowns that have been turned
looking for their second score.
Football team.
Yeah, multiple punt returns. We saw one last week from Laron. And look at this, Brody Wyman. No one just blocked. He runs right through the wall. Or the shield. The shield just doesn't do anything. We saw a return last week from the Cougars on punt and multiple blocks the week before. As Davis is going to hand this off to Jackson. He's going to power his way. Almost untouched. He gets in. Touchdown, Cougars.
There's the 12-man personnel with the 2 tight ends in there.
And Cardinal Mooney on the road,
Them being able to create a hole.
making the trek all the way up to Clearwater, off to a great start. Manel Jackson with a rushing touchdown.
For that touchdown.
Now for the point after.
Jackson just almost untouched. Got to the second level and tripped up, but reaches in for the touchdown. Cougars 13-0, looking to add on one more for 14. And I know it's early, but this perfect season so far for the Marauders could be in jeopardy. Snap good, hold is good. Once again, PAT is good. 14-0 Cougars.
Back to the quad
Anthony Miller
box.
goes in motion. Play action. Looking down the field and a busted coverage. Noah Schiffo walks in for 6.
And the Rams strike early against the familiar name.
About him earlier
Noah
this year,
Schiffo
even though this Rams team, this Rams offense doesn't pass the ball a lot, this kid is one of the most dangerous pieces they have on offense. It looked like a little bit of a busted coverage in that IMG secondary,
against the
and
Junior
Sheffield
National
able to take advantage of it. It's a nice throw by Parker Nippert, and the Rams go up 6 early here.
It's Nippert's 9th touchdown of the season, Sheffield's 5th. Over half of Nippert's touchdowns go to that man, Noah Sheffo. He's been so electric this season. One play after the Rams coughing up at the 1, they get it back, and they go right down the field. A 59-yard bomb. Rams on top of the Ascenders, 7-0.
Adam Rusko on the call. Cardinal Mooney kicking off.
For a water break.
Manatee's out of water break.
Off the hands of Testa. Wasn't sure if he was going for Testa or he was trying to catch Green.
And Venice and IMG National still knotted at 0 early. Still early, halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, when you're playing a team like IMG Academy, you have to secure every football. You can't have those plays that slip through your fingers or even on the trick play.
Absolutely.
You have to capitalize on every opportunity that one of the top teams in the nation is going to give you.
So Macho Jones back in the backfield with Darion Jones, 3rd and 9. Quick snap, looking to throw. Got Manning, a step on his man. He catches it, reels it in, and he's down about the 12-yard line. He couldn't hold his balance, or he might have taken it to the house.
Okay, we're back red zone now with Venice looking to strike early.
And then again, once he
on
caught
a nice
the football,
pass completion as we watch the replay.
To get his feet under him, but again, we just talked about it. He secured the football first, which is what he needed to do.
Double
and now
coverage.
The Indians are in the red zone and looking to strike first on IMG.
Indians coming in with their jumbo package. Looks like we have a timeout. What was it? I saw the referee called something. We did have a timeout. IMG called a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. Indians on the move. 0-0, 5:33 left in the first.
Going back to quad zone.
Are you thinking about working with Mighty Dog Roofing? Well, check this out.
Riverview offense, they only have 7 points, but they've driven right down the field on both drives. This is a key drive here.
Yeah, it definitely is a key drive, and you need to see some more aggressive play calling.
Riverview and IMG Junior National
for the IMG Ascenders. This Riverview defense has been so
Rams
tough
undefeated.
to go up against, especially later in the season. Was a question.
Closest game was against the Tigers, 38-35 a few weeks ago.
Downs under pressure, gets it away, and he is leveled. Caden Huffman makes the hit. He was able to haul on to that, so a gain of about 2 yards on the play. But how about that hit from Huffman?
Yeah, what a hit from Huffman, and just completely blows that play up. Only a gain of 2. They'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
3:09 to go here in the first quarter. IMG on their 3rd drive of the game.
Back on the quad box, and we now have Manatee and Columbia and Lake City back.
Pushed out of
Takes
bounds.
up this Darion Jones,
About
the
2
keeper.
yards shy of
Kind of got muddled up with his own lineman, and then looked like number 30 on the tackle for the Ascenders.
And also Zyron Forstall wearing number 0. He is actually the number 4 junior in that ESPN 300 class. First time we've called his name tonight, but I say number 0. Some people say wearing 0.
Yeah, it's interesting or just 0, but it sounds bad when you say something like that. After the 1 yard gain, 2nd and 9. Oh, pass knocked down. He had Manning open for a second. That was number 90.
AT is good.
That was
95.
But I thought it was a for sure pick. Isaiah Newton comes across. Let's look.
For the Marauders. Strike
Vontrez
on a big play.
Down to safety. I thought that was a pick right to him.
Close the gap to 7.
Yeah. Like
this has been a track meet in Clearwater.
Line, and
17 seconds on the score.
Chase was able to see that our corners were blitzing and little throw.
In the backfield.
4 games, they're all real close.
3rd down and 9.
In the TigerVision red zone tonight, presented by ClickingSpree.
Jones keeps it, rolls, got some space, looking to go, and complete. But he's got the offensive lineman way downfield, standing there at the 5 yard line.
And there is a flag.
It's going to be illegal man downfield, unfortunately for the Indians.
Second time we've seen that. And
The celebration lights going off in Venice, all for naught. Venice needs this one to
field, but it was
make
obvious.
this a game, in
It
my
was 5
opinion.
yards down the field.
We'll see if they have the opportunity to respond here.
You watch right here at the replay, you might see it. The area is, he's at the 70, he's at the 5 yard line because it was again he was blocking for run on an RPO situation, and then unfortunately it didn't work out. So 5 yards again against the Indians. Makes it 3rd and 14 from the 15-yard line. Be careful here now, because this is, don't want to force anything on the 3rd and 14. Jones looking. Oh, had Manning just a little high. 4th down. And see if Coach Peacock.
A big play for Coach Peacock here.
At the 1 yard line.
As we're now on Riverview Rams.
And it is a Riverview first down.
Knocking on the door.
What a play by
on the
Anthony
1 yard
Miller,
line, getting ready to
screen
score for the
all
second
way down
time,
to the
still
1
in the
yard
first
line.
quarter.
It's a great block by Trent Huffman, sets the lead block. Anthony Miller follows his blockers all the way down to the 1 yard line. It's a great play by this Riverview offense. Looking to
so in the right, they're going for 3 for Venice, and it's blocked.
Get back and you got to make the tackle, guys. Fortunately, the Ascenders bounced around with it and didn't run it back because the Indians were not hustling
looks
back.
like
Once
Isaiah
again,
Belt.
it is his 10th of the season. And
With the
this
score.
Riverview offense continues to impress.
Yeah, they continue their hot streak, and we're not really surprised by that. I mean, they've been so good this whole season. Going up 14-0 here after the extra point will be huge for the rest of this game.
Block's not holding up and brought down at the 29, just short of the first down. That's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, if we held those blocks maybe a little bit longer, Bo might have found room.
So we're back in Clearwater. Mooney on their 3rd possession.
Sticking with the blocks and making that tackle.
Yeah, just a simple bubble route for gain of 6. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Got to go back to Kenneal Jackson here. Blitz coming. Jackson met in the backfield, breaks tackles though, and he's chugging forward to the 42-yard line.
He has been so good after yards, after contact for the Mooney offense. He's been able to push through many defenses and getting many first downs and touchdowns for the Mooney offense.
Yeah, he's met behind the line to gain, but able to
back
push
to
forward.
the tri-ball.
Everyone knew what was happening. Everyone knew it was a run play. Everyone knew Marauders were blitzing, but they trust Jackson. As Davis is going to throw it up to Dews here, and he's got the catch at the Marauders' 31-yard line. Beautiful catch by LaRon Dews.
I mean, that's one of our two-way players. He is a very athletic kid. I mean, he's committed to Indiana for his
Big play by Mooney, looking to respond to
He's
the
been a
quick
major,
score by the
impact
Clearwater
player
Central
and
Catholic Marauders.
Coming to Mooney.
Still early.
Picking him up has been
in
an
the
amazing
first
thing
quarter.
for Mooney.
Yeah, that's a perfect pass. Back shoulder, gives his man a chance. As Jackson's going to go forward. He dropped the ball. Ball is out. I think the Cougars got it back.
I believe he was down.
Cardinal Mooney controlling the line of scrimmage.
You can see
and brought
coached
down
by
at the
former
15-yard
Palmetto
line.
head coach
That
Dave
was
Marino
Mike
coaching
Hayes
that
on the tackle
offensive
and a
line
touchdown
for
saving
Cardinal
tackle
Mooney.
at that.
As we switch now to the Venice
So
with
inside the red zone.
IMG
And they got some tempo themselves right now at the 17-yard line.
looking to strike.
1st and 10, the quick snap. IMG going with the no huddle, and there is a flag.
Call it on. False start. Trying to get that tempo going. Got a little jumpy on that one.
I'll bring it to 1st and 15 for IMG. Here we see the Lakai Tompkins run again, and you see upright but very strong, and then that second hit almost lets him regain his balance.
It sure did, and he's got, you can see when he gets ahead of steam, he is probably going to be a mess to try to take down, that's for sure.
First and 15. Wade takes the snap. Rolling left. Tompkins looking for a lane. Shakes one tackle. He's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play before being brought down just inside the 20.
So Venice is in the red zone. Mooney looking to score.
Gain of 3. As Jackson's now going to come back out.
First and goal, second and goal.
A little breather. And now you got Jordan also coming back out. So you're
These two games here feature
He's going to bring Jordan and Seneca
4 of the top 25 teams currently ranked in the state of Florida.
So
right here on ClickingSpree, Red Zone, TigerVision, Red Zone.
So yeah, they're going to put Mason close to the line. Look for a motion out for him. There he is on the pop. It's tipped, almost intercepted.
Almost a pop pass there for Mason Jordan.
Yeah,
I believe that was tipped by the defensive lineman for the Marauders.
So third down, and Eric McFarland lined up on the left hip of Jaden Wade.
Back at Venice.
Swap over to the right side. 3 receivers.
IMG looking to capitalize on the blocked field goal.
Now that little dump off screen, they have McFarland. He's at the 10 to the 5 and into the end zone for the touchdown. McFarland on the bailout screen from 15 yards out, puts the Ascenders up 6-0.
There's a player down.
A big score, perfectly run screenplay there by the IMG Ascenders. Gives them the early lead.
Shari Charles they all kind of read it for
watching the
replay. And just didn't
replay.
get back in time. Good play design. Oh, look like he kind of got
Mooney
a little bit. I think he'll be okay though.
Jackson
getting ready.
And he's in. Touchdown Cougars.
Mooney scores to move them up 20 to 7. I think that's Jackson's second score tonight already. They're still early late in the first quarter. We're back to a quad box.
Is a major play for the Mooney offense.
Yeah, big play, just an easy, great play call, speed option.
Lake City, Columbia County up 14 to nothing with the ball over the Manatee Hurricanes.
The Canes in pursuit, and it's going to finally force him out of bounds. He threw it out of there to make the incomplete pass, and so that'll bring up 4th down for the Tigers. Go for it.
As both
and we're back in Sarasota with the Rams and IMG Junior National. Have a player down.
Come on to take a look. We will step aside. Injury on the field.
Go back to the quad box.
Backfield here to be able to catch his punt. He's an explosive guy, right?
Back in Lake City.
We block him as we
This is a big 4th down.
Keith Smith will stand
for the Columbia Tigers.
Stand at the 5 so I can come back to it. Strong wind coming right to left. Good snap, good punt. It's hung up high. He calls for a fair catch. Comes underneath it around the 20-yard line. That's where the Canes will start, 1st and 10. Good job by the
Manatee's defense holding strong there as they get the ball back on the 20-yard line. Mooney kicking off up at the top left.
Pooch kick, almost fumbled around.
In Clearwater.
Brought down by Vontrez Yarn. He's held up though. Finally thrown down at the 18. Forward progress stopped at the 20.
Yarn, that rings the bell for the Tiger, I believe.
Yeah, good tackle by Vontrez Yarn, staying on his path.
Going back to quad zone. It's like Manatee with the completion in the bottom left.
Yard line, a 5-yard pickup.
Their broadcast
Jaquan's
is
a physical wide receiver, right? We want to get the ball in his hands as many times as possible.
Giving us some fits, but we'll do the best we can with it. Glad to be able to bring you that game as a bonus. We didn't know if they were going to be broadcasting that far away, but we're glad to have them on tonight.
35 points in football.
We're back at in Bradenton, Southeast homecoming.
But like we said, David,
we're up Southeast cruising 35 to nothing.
This should be good, if that makes sense.
A game much like Palmetto's last game last week, district game against Fort Myers Gateway, knocking on the door.
Exactly. Oh, it seems like they're getting a pass here. They're fighting the ball. They're fighting the ball and just misses it.
I think that's an interception. Does DeSoto County have possession?
Yeah, DeSoto County gets the ball. I think 20.
You know you're in Southeast when you can hear that war chant in the
22 or
background.
28. It was one of those.
Homecoming.
It looked like a little Navy offense, little Army Navy.
Okay, we're up top there at the Mooney. You're listening into the Mooney Catholic game, Central Catholic game.
45 to the 50.
On the bottom
And
left,
finally
Manatee.
run out of bounds.
Not something you see every day in
into
college.
pick up in a first down for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, good job there, Keith. Good job there, Keith, evading the first tackle right behind the line of scrimmage and getting out of it, and then his speed just shows, right? Then he turns on the boost and goes, and nobody can get him until he gets into Columbia territory. So good job for the Hurricane run. Continue it.
Screen pass, swing pass. He's going to fight for the first down. He's in, stays in. We got a flag downfield, though. At the
Back up in Clearwater.
It looked like a face
Clearwater
mask,
Central
possibly.
appeared to have the first down, but there's a flag.
Solid by Travion Lester there. Little screen play for 10 yards or so. Got him that first down.
We're up in Lake City.
Off to Keith Smith. He'll bounce his way through. He's got 5, 6, and he'll get close to 9 yards on the play.
Danny Carter and Chad Choate on the call.
A little more biased toward the Ascenders, but
we're back in
that's one that
Venice with IMG National.
But he also there's
and the Venice
really not a whole
Indians.
lot you can do as a defender when running full speed at somebody.
No doubt.
But
Yeah, you're making a play. I could see if you.
Rolling to his right. Riverview coming after him and brought to the ground. Halprin got him.
We're in
but
the
a
bottom
flag
right
does
now
come
with the
out, and we'll
Riverview
see if that's
Rams
a horse collar.
broadcast.
Looks like Halprin might
Arsenal
have grabbed him.
Productions.
Yeah, it definitely did. It looked like he may have grabbed the back of the jersey.
And that's exactly what it is. So a free 15 for the Ascenders.
That's a tough penalty for the Rams.
Zach Fort had made the initial hit.
We're looking at a replay right now. Dale kind of holding that ball out a
Up here
little
at
bit.
Venice.
Oh, yeah, I think he was down for sure. And they're calling it a fumble, though.
And I think Zach was right directly under him, so he couldn't make contact with
That
the
could have
turf
been
to down
right.
him.
So a
And then
huge
the ball just
turnover
popped
by the
loose and Amari
Indians.
Jones
Trying
was
to hold
able
their own with
fall on it
nationally
and now
ranked
give
IMG
that short
Academy.
field.
So ball at the 34, and Ryan, take over from here.
Will be 1st and 10, 34 yards out. Ascenders looking to double their 7-0 lead. And they will draw a man offside. That is Ashari Charles, the senior defensive end.
Get another 5-yard. That is the 6th 5-yard penalty for the Indians. Although the Ascenders caught up quickly on one play.
30 yards on one play is tough.
It is. So 1st and 5.
We'll have trips bunched out to the right for quarterback Jaden Wade. Lakai Tompkins in his back pocket. Now the snap. Wade just fires quickly, and it is deflected, and it looked like they maybe were thinking it was a pair.
Hand off to Keith Smith. No, fakes it. Is Ronan Dangler to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. Ronan Dangler.
And we're looking at
36
Manatee's score.
Great job on the
In
fake
Lake
on the
City against the
interior.
Columbia
They throw it
Tigers
out to Ronan
with the
Dangler,
score.
and he picks up his 3rd touchdown of the season. The Canes cut.
Stop it. Where?
Holding
holding
against
on the
the
wide
Hurricanes.
receiver. Yeah, wide receiver down the 20. Get out of here.
Big
Just when
penalty
you think
against
you're
the
in the end
Hurricanes.
zone, they'll
Going to bring it back.
Jawit there, and as he gets spaced down the middle of the field, it's something that you mentioned earlier in the
Chad
broadcast that they
Choate,
are
Danny
going to
Carter
have
on
to
that
open
call. We're
up
now
the middle of the fields because those one-on-ones are
back
so
in
not
Sarasota with the
working
Rams and
for this,
IMG Junior
IMG
National.
offense. So that middle of the field is going to have to open. Definitely a miss
Early
by
in the
Nolan
second
Downs.
quarter.
Dalek and
IMG
switch
approaching
sides.
the red zone.
3rd down and 10. Ball at the Riverview 23.
Well, again, you're
Okay,
not
we're
going
in
to tackle
Venice.
Lakai Tompkins by going into his chest as we get to the end of the first quarter. 7-0 Ascenders, John, and again, I don't think a lot of people that have seen IMG this year would have
Seen
thought it was going to
7-0.
be this
Yeah,
close, but
no doubt.
here we are.
Competitive as we could expect in the first quarter. With that, we'll take a break and do a little advertising. Be right back here at Pal Davis Stadium right after this.
All right.
End around.
Venice
the
Sports
Riverview
Network
defense having none of it,
broadcasting.
and a great stop by them.
We're back at the duo box.
So 4th down and 17.
And we're in Sarasota
the offense is going to stay on
with
the field.
IMG with the ball. Again, early in the second
7
quarter.
on the play clock, so they've got to act fast.
Big
down
fourth
to the
down
shotgun.
play.
They will snap it. Under pressure, Presequez can't wrap him up. Down, stays on his feet, and he's going to try and take off and run for it. He has nothing there. Maybe a gain of about 3. It's a turnover on downs. Riverview's defense continues to roll.
Yeah, they do. They definitely continue to roll almost as hot
Rams on a
as
big
this
stop.
offense.
We're
They've
back
been
duo
so
box.
good this latter half of the season.
game on the
They've been
right is in
amazing this
Clearwater.
game, and it's a crucial turnover on downs.
Clearwater
for this
trying to
Ascender's
respond.
So 1st down and 10 for Riverview. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
Back around the 44-yard line.
Might have been the holding on offense.
Yeah.
There.
So that's going to, push the Cougars back to 2nd and 17, 16 maybe. Yeah, 2nd and 17 here.
Now all 4 games we're covering tonight.
Cornell back in.
And we look into Southeast and DeSoto every so often. 35-0 last time we checked in there.
It's almost impossible for them to beat Southeast.
I've noticed a lot of false
And
starts
there
on
it
this
goes.
game, though,
It
from
just
both
magically
teams.
appears.
Both teams, exactly.
Yeah.
We're so fired up because the homecoming
42 to nothing. That'll be a running clock.
Like, we're all
If
fired
not
up.
already,
Fired up.
it'll be in the
We're
second
fired up.
half.
Everyone
we
here
are.
is fired up. It was
In
a
this
great Friday
homecoming
night over here watching
at Southeast.
Yeah, 100%. I can't agree with you
Off
more.
to a great
We've got about
start. 4-1 this season. Back to the quad box.
But still, what evasive maneuvers from the sophomore Jaden Wade.
Sometimes on those plays, your eyes get big, and you're gonna light him up, and you just miss him because he just takes that little quick twitch move. However,
We're listening in on the Venice.
You can see probably on the scramble.
IMG trying to take a 2-score lead.
Here, there's a lineman downfield.
There was also a hold there. It looked like Stephen Pickard had a defender wrapped up.
That one is not going to count.
Back at the 12-yard line of Venice. Still 1st and goal. Wade takes the snap.
Oh, fumble.
Steps up. The ball is loose, and Venice is going to fall on it. Indian football.
That's a Shari Charles with the tackle and forced fumble. Recovered by Dylan Morse, number 32.
Huge turnover.
There you see Wade
For
just trying
Venice,
to
John
make the evasive
Mastoni,
maneuvers. Ashari
Trey
Charles
Burton on the
gets a
call.
swipe to the unsecured football.
So that was fool me once. I'm not going to fool me another time. I'm not going to catch you, but I'm not that
They
ball out
keep
of your
that
hand.
game close.
So the Indians get a break on that one. They cause a fumble and they keep the Ascenders out of the end zone.
There's that burst of speed. Makes
Down
the
on the bottom
cut.
right,
It
this is
goes
the
on
Rams.
the ground and down inside the 5-yard line. He sent Javier De La Cruz to the ground.
I mean, his burst of speed is just unprecedented. It's so good. How fast he gets past the line of scrimmage. It's been something we've been talking about, his ability to shed tackles behind the line of scrimmage. We haven't really touched on his amazing speed, though. I mean, he just gets out of the line of scrimmage so quick, able to go up the left sideline. It's such a good play.
And it looks like De La Cruz has a really good angle, but he's just so quick with his movements. He just blows right by him. You saw that on his long touchdown run a week ago against the rival of the Rams, the Sarasota Sailors, picking up their 15th straight win over Sarasota. One of the key reasons that this side is number 1 in Region 2 in Class 7A. Their highest ranking over these past couple years was 3. They hosted Palmetto back in 2023 and won 49-20. Trying to get back to hosting games at the Ramble currently in a position where they could host 3 games if they are successful at winning the first 2. Second and goal. And some movement by this offensive line. Looked like miscommunication all around from the back and front.
Yeah, it looks like miscommunications on the offense and then also actually on the defensive side.
Hand off to Jackson
but the
once
Rams
again.
are
The
gonna
Rams
back
are
up.
like the Tigers. The Tigers also set up number 1 in Class 6A Region 3. The Rams sit number 1 in Class 7A District 2. They still have to beat the Venice Indians to retain that top ranking, as do the Tigers have to win their district games to remain number 1 in the region. And yes, if you're the number 1 team in the region, you could host 3 games. So we're on the right here. Both teams in the red zone here on the duo
And
box.
getting inside the 3-yard line, so third down.
On the left,
goal.
it looks like the Rams
What do you
are
look for here from
inside the
Rams?
5.
It's
On the
second
right,
and
we're
goal,
listening
2
to
points.
Yeah, I
Mooney
think if they don't,
trying to go up
Big
3
patch
scores.
here. Jackson up the middle. Is he in? I don't think he got in. Just short.
Stopped at the 1-yard line there.
Yeah, you can see they brought in both tight ends, Wyman and
So a
Wayner.
big third down
Looking to
on
just
the
power
right
through as Jackson's
for
helmet's gonna
Mooney.
come off once again.
Trying to go up 3 scores.
He looks over to Brody Wiseman, and head coach Mark Cristiani would like a word before this crucial third down. Rams trying to find their third
Devin
touch.
looks to get on the board, but we'll see here.
And we're here in Clearwater.
Henry takes it. Hands off to Brown. Touchdown Cougars. He falls his way in. Braylon Brown with a touchdown. A little delayed call.
So you see it there on TigerVision Red Zone. Cardinal Mooney going up 3 scores early
Some push on that defensive line.
against a very good Clearwater Central Catholic
To
team.
get into that end zone.
You're about to get the offense off the field.
You see it right here as he's turning around and he just bumps him. It's like, and I know he's not trying
to the
do
right,
it, but
yes,
he's
we're
managed to
in
go down. He kinda ran
Venice,
into the back of him,
picking
or
up
the
a
front of him,
pass
I should say.
interference.
Again, you think about it, John, and just
Going to move
2
them
penalties for IMG
across
is
midfield.
45 yards that they've given Venice, and it's just absolutely killing them right now.
The ball spotted at the 47-yard line of the Ascenders. That's at the 15-yard penalty.
Mooney having their way tonight, 58 yards on 12 plays,
In motion
up
closer to Nick.
28 to
They
7.
will hand it off, and he will find the end zone. Torian James once again make it 15 on the year. Riverview on top big over the Ascenders.
Yeah, they're on top big here in this second quarter. It's a great run, and it's a great play call by Brody Wiseman. Wants a word there at the timeout. Gets the block from Miles
Trailing
Pazikwas.
14-0, 8:31
Rams,
to go in the first quarter. You'll listen, or first half. Manatee
Hosting. Now we're
football on
listening in on Manatee
AM 9:30
and Columbia in Lake City, Florida tonight.
Bose Imaging Centers are dedicated to bringing.
We're back in Clearwater now for the kickoff in the duo box.
Liam Bowers off to kick. Inside the 5, returned. Cannell Jackson on the tackle, breaks it though. He's down the sideline. Pushed out of bounds at the 42.
I believe that was by Vontrez Yarn there.
Looks like you might just need to stop kicking to these kids altogether. 3 great returns from the Marauders special teams unit.
Yeah, Clearwater Catholic showing some good special teams there. I think there was a block punt by Cardinal Mooney earlier, so special teams playing a big factor in that game. But Mooney's up 3 scores halfway through the second.
Line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me
We're
about
back
balls.
at the bottom in Lake City.
I think if you go back to look at all the batted balls,
Manatee
throughout
playing
this
a very
year,
good Columbia County
we're over
Tigers
12. I mean,
team.
it's kind of wild.
They play good football there, and Manatee has to be playing one of the toughest schedules in
Third
the state
down
of
and long
Florida
for
this
the
year.
Hurricanes, trailing 14-0.
Brings up 7th third down of tonight. We are 2 for 6 prior.
Just got to find a little bit of rhythm, right?
Yep.
Malik Bryan in the backfield, offset to the left of Logan Rogers. Logan drops, looking. He's going to fire down the field and had a man open over there, and Dante Prince, he just overthrew him high and to his left. Brings on a punting situation for the Hurricanes again.
So Manatee struggling on third down, having to punt.
I think Dante Prince
They're still in
was
this game.
open
It's
and
still
out route
early,
there, just a little too high
halfway
away
through
from
the
Dante
second.
to be able to catch it.
You're
But
listening to
I think it
Danny
was there. I
Carter
think
and
the play
Chad
call
Choate
was there.
on the
Just gotta
call.
execute.
Longtime
Good
Manatee
snap.
announcers.
Kessler will get the punt away, and it's going to hit, get a forward kick, and roll out of bounds around the 35-yard line. It appears maybe the 40. Let's see where they finally put it. 40-yard line of the Tigers, 1st and 10.
And it was interesting to see.
Okay, we're back in
It looked
Clearwater.
like the right tackle and right guard just didn't even block.
Clearwater
I'm not sure if it was supposed to be
Central
a
Catholic
jailbreak
Marauders
screen
with
or
the
what,
ball. Got a player
but then you
down
see the
for
Cougars
Cardinal
At a time,
Mooney.
sacked.
So let's switch over
Pick number
to
75.
Venice, where it's still
That
a close
is,
7-0
Joseph Graves. We
game.
called his name a lot tonight. He's doing a great job with that sack right there.
Vibrant Aspect Media on the call.
Across the 40, the 45, the 40, and finally run out of bounds. A flag thrown back at the 45-yard line of the Hurricanes.
I mean, my assumption would be holding. Bring it back 10.
It is a hold against the Tigers.
Yeah, 1st and 5.
Drive. Downs.
So
once again,
back to Sarasota.
He will
This is
fire
the
it
junior
off his
national
back foot,
IMG Ascenders.
and no help from his wide receivers tonight. That was right in the breadbasket for Jewett, and just not able to haul it in. That's a play you have to make on 2nd and long.
Yeah, it is, and that's a great play from Nolan Downs, able to avoid pressure, roll out to his left side, make a great throw on the run, but again, dropped by his wide receiver. It's absolutely a play you have to make there.
So it brings up 3rd down and long once again. IMG still looking for that first down of the game. We have 6:02 to go in the 2nd quarter as McCollum goes in motion. Gets it away on a screen, and it is incomplete. Was looking for down.
But now way out of bounds. I think Marauders
You're back in Clearwater.
keep it away from him as it bounces out at the 34-yard line.
I don't know if it was like a missed kick or something, or they were trying to keep it away from him, but most likely trying to keep it away from him.
So Mooney will be taking over with a 3-score lead. This is 2 teams that are ranked very high in all the state
We'll
polling.
see David Davison back out onto the field.
Back to Sarasota.
Still Clough back.
IMG Junior
This
Nationals
time
punting.
He will let it bounce, and it will be down at the 20-yard line where Riverview will take over.
Everybody's all 4 games about halfway through the 2nd quarter.
Jaden Wade going to try to do it.
This is IMG National in Venice.
Brought down by
a bunch of Indians.
Gang of Venice Indians.
Weatherington, Neely, and Morse all in on the tackle.
He'll still pick up 3 yards. And Jaden Wade also does have some breakaway speed, so if he can get into that 2nd level, can also be very dangerous. But again, being just a sophomore, the IMG also wants to make sure they're not running him too much.
Yeah.
They don't want him getting hit as much either.
His talent looks like it's a lot with his arm and a lot with his legs, but the arm is where they wanted to keep on doing it, I'm sure.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right for Wade. Fires across the middle. This one is caught. That is Christian Ward. The senior wide receiver is going to have enough for the 1st down, but will be dragged back toward the line to gain. And now there is.
It's going to be a late flag, I think, on.
Open. He burns the defense just out of his reach.
Yeah, those deep balls misses.
We're back in
I mean,
Clearwater.
I feel like they
Looks
got
like
locked down on
Mooney
those.
going for the home run, falling a little bit short.
Crack down and make those plays. They will turn the
15-yard run from the senior quarterback, Parker Nippert. He showed some explosiveness with his legs so far this season.
In Sarasota.
Yeah, he showed some explosiveness with his legs, but his pocket presence is also just so good. He's able to step up into the pocket, avoid pressure, split the defensive lineman, and go for 15 yards. Great play by the senior quarterback.
And once again, Nippert, the keeper, trying to make a move. He will fight forward for a gain of about 6. We've seen him try that juke move a couple times tonight. Hasn't been able to get by, but still been effective on the ground.
Yeah, he's still been effective on the ground, getting that yardage. And it's a great play call from Brody Wiseman, having Parker Nippert take the option play instead of handing it off to Belt, because all your focus goes to those two guys in the backfield. It's really hard to stop that option play.
Nippert doesn't quite have the juke moves like Torian James or Isaiah Belt, but he's been so effective on the ground. And like you mentioned, when all the attention is on Belt and Torian James, you don't really give a thought to Parker Nippert as he's under center. Not often you see this look for Riverview. And off to Belt, has some room. Turns up the field, and Isaiah Belt has broken loose. One man to beat, and he gets there. Isaiah Belt in the end zone. And this Riverview running attack continues to ramble.
Yeah, what a run by Isaiah Belt. An under center look that we haven't seen from the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams are cruising. They put up over 500 yards
for them as they
running
go
the
up
ball
that left
last
side.
week.
It's a great cutback into the middle of the field, and he's able to burn the entire Ascenders defense. Great run by Isaiah Belt.
With Venice in a few weeks, it's going to be a great ball game.
Distract you from
but the Rams look like they will be moving, remaining undefeated.
1,000 rushing yards on the ground.
Up 25-0, still in the second quarter.
In which Riverview had 2 1,000-yard rushers. It was when Isaiah Belt was a sophomore and DJ Johnson was a junior.
On that tackle.
I think that was Kenye Pepe, the future USC Trojan, that is kind of clipped over his heel, and real quick they try to go straight up the middle, get enough to move the chains.
We're listening in on Venice, the Venice broadcast.
And the drive and the clock continue to move here.
Venice Sports Network.
With just under 5
John
minutes
Masoni
remaining.
on call with Trey Burton.
Senders at the 24.
Trips out to the right. Wade takes the snap, fires, quick screen out to his right. Now running down the field, that is Osani Gales.
And a flag on the play, too.
See what the call is. Osani Gales was a part of the Under Armour Future 50 that was a couple of
I think
months
this
ago
is what Venice
at
was hoping
IMG
for,
Academy,
to keep this game close.
Again, 50 of the
They
top
lost just by 5
players
points
in the
last
nation
year.
all
They
did a
played, like
skill
Manatee, they
showcase.
played a
Osani
very
Gales
tough
ending that
schedule
with
this
an
year.
Incredible one-handed catch at the end of it, and that will be holding
Daniel,
against the Ascenders.
He breaks a
Mooney
tackle, hit hard.
up in the top left in Clearwater.
And he got the first down. Big play from the Cougars there.
Make the red zone.
Looked like he was in motion.
You're watching TigerVision. You're not watching the Palmetto Tigers tonight. As they are open, they will have Lakewood Ranch next week in a big district flash next week. Homecoming at Harley Stadium. So we're in red zone tonight. Presented by ClickingSpree.
Yeah, I think he had Mason Jordan on an option too. But
Mooney
took
knocking
the
on
easy,
the door.
wide open first down.
Top left.
He's got a quick throw to Dews. Touchdown Cougars! LaRon Dews makes another amazing catch. Cougars 34-7.
Yeah, what a route by Dews there. Able to get off the line, create some space, and stack the corner there, allowing Davin to throw him the ball where he needed to, and overall just throwing a beautiful ball and a beautiful catch for a touchdown for Mooney.
Very, very impressive showing tonight for the Cardinal Mooney Cougars on the road in Clearwater against a very good Clearwater Central Catholic team.
Offensive performance.
Gales up to the 40.
Top right.
Blockers, cuts back at the 30.
This
and
is
brought
IMG
down.
National
At about
Also,
the 20-yard line,
approaching the
sizable
red
gain for
zone.
the Ascenders and another first down.
Morse and Dale.
Venice trying to keep this close as we look in on the replay.
An open field. It gets down to the 22-yard line for a 27-yard gain.
Of course, Venice, one of the best team programs in the state of Florida, year in and year out, against
on the door of the red zone.
one of the best teams in the country here with IMG National.
Fires it across his body for a first down. There's that first down from the Ascenders.
All right,
and
we're
we've
back
seen
in
passes
Sarasota.
all night from Nolan Downs. There it is.
This
Across
is
his body throw, but
IMG
there's a
Junior
flag on
National
the play. Will this
with the
be
ball.
coming back?
Of course, IMG has three teams. They have the national team that everyone's aware of, Junior National, and then they have the state IMG state team as well.
50 across the 45. Finally
Okay,
down
we're in
around
Lake City here with
41
Columbia and
yard line
Manatee.
Of the Tigers, an 18-yard pickup and a first down for the Hurricanes.
I like it. I like it. So obviously we've seen something offensively that we can, obviously get.
Columbia County started off strong, and it's kind of settled down into a nice matchup here.
For the Hurricanes.
And on the right,
nothing. Columbia Tigers lead.
we are in Venice,
first half.
in the duo box, as IMG threatening to go up 2 scores prior to halftime. Back at Manatee and Lake City on the left.
Takes a snap. He'll throw it in the flat. It's going to be caught. It's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Jawan, good job.
Jaquan Williams at the 35-yard line.
Listen, we'll take 6 all day long, right? I mean, 6, 6, 6, 6.
Down to the 29-yard line. Taken out by Jane Burnett there. But wow, the Mooney kickoff team has not been able to seem to stop the Marauders return team tonight. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I love the onside kick call. I just feel like there's no need. You're up by 28. Go kick it off to them deep. Go kick it.
30 to 25, and finally drugged down around the
Back in Lake
22-yard
City
line.
in North Florida.
A 14-yard pickup and a first down. Hurricanes
Fast
quickly
pace.
back to the line of scrimmage. Here we go.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
We're going to stay with the Manatee audio in the quad box.
Forward. He'll get about a yard.
When you're over, he was down, but again, they gave
we
it
have
to him.
all 4 games.
That would have been on a replay. That would have been a
threatening
touchdown,
with
but
scores.
The Ascenders get in from 12 yards out.
That'll bring on Jung for the point after, looking to double what was the 7-point Ascender.
So IMG with the score in the top right, kicking the point.
This kick is blocked, so again, special teams come up big for Venice to keep it a 13-0 ball game, and again, both.
I think Ashari Charles might have got that block on that play. See if we got a replay on that one. Yeah, it was Ashari Charles. He was the last guy to kind of jump over the pile.
Top left.
Ball's out. He crossed the line. Touchdown, Marauders.
They're going to give him a touchdown, and Clearwater in a much-needed response to stay in this game.
But he crossed the line. Marauders touchdown. That's exactly what you need if you're Marauders. Quick score, get some momentum. Although they did leave a lot of time for the Cougars. Yeah, there's a run game.
Special teams playing a big factor in all these games tonight.
I mean, Mooney might have been.
Manatee in the red zone, bottom left.
He hasn't run much.
Logan Rogers. And we moved yet again.
Another one.
The tackle is killing me.
You know, that's 6 penalties so far. You know, and
3 of them have been on the tackles.
No,
I don't
5.
quite understand.
5 have been the legal procedure in us guys moving. So we got to do a better job offensively. We're shooting ourselves in the foot, no doubt.
I mean, even Jaquan jumped up. I mean, everybody is upset. Pitch left. Malik Bryant nowhere to go. He's going to be drugged down around the 15-yard line.
Yeah,
23 seconds remaining, and we'll have to take a timeout.
Gotcha.
We'll keep things right here. Be 2nd down and goal for the Hurricanes, and
Yeah, I mean, I
just
think
changes everything
Yeah.
on the play call situation, right? So
when you go back in this locker room at halftime,
same tackle 3 times,
18.
illegal procedure.
especially if
Downs drops back, has time. They will dump it off to McCollum.
Okay, we're listening
And
to the
he is leveled.
Riverview
The ball
broadcast.
comes out. My word, what a hit. I don't know how he got up after that. Just heard a gasp from the crowd. And a timeout by Riverview with 1:18 to go here in the second quarter. We'll step aside and hear a word from Kettle Hyundai of Sarasota. It is 4th down and 13 when we come back.
Kickoff. Fair caught by Ryman Mosley at the 30. A very high kick. Trying to do just a little something, maybe get the ball back.
All of our games are approaching
Nice job by Ryman
halftime.
Mosley to fair catch that.
Still a
Maybe
little
try
bit
to
of
use the
time
whip
on
there, a
the
little pooch
on
kick,
the
get the
on the
ball up in the
clocks. We're listening to
And have the ball move in the
Cardinal
air,
Mooney
potentially a bobble
broadcast.
Good knuckle up there.
Yeah, good catch by Ryman Mosley. Fair catching it, allowing the Mooney offense to come out.
As Devin Minner is going to be back in the game. Not what I was expecting on a 2-minute drill, but maybe they're going to let him throw this deep. You got trips right. Hand off to Braylon Brown. Spins out of 1 tackle, but only gets a gain of 1.
Again, Mooney cruising with a 3-touchdown lead going into halftime this week.
In high school.
Switch to Manatee,
So that's
trying to
gonna
get
roll
something,
just under
a
2
score
minutes
here
now.
before halftime.
2 timeouts.
Big
Receiver
3rd down
to
and
the
goal
right.
as we listen in. Danny Carter,
To
Chad
the
Choate.
left this time. Rogers under pressure, and he's going to go down, and that's going to be.
and they call him down before he threw.
Yep, they are calling him down. That time the Tigers dialed up extra pressure and got to him. I'll tell you what, if they don't call him down, I think you could throw him for intentional grounding because that ball was nowhere close. Now we're going to look at the clock says 0 on it, but there had to have been a second left. There's no way in the world that much time went off the clock.
Throws the corner, caught on the sideline. Seneca Hawthorne gets the 1st down for the Cougars, able to hold on to that ball.
Good route by Seneca there.
Back
Stepping
to
inside,
Clearwater.
Bouncing back outside, creating space between the
It's
corner.
Cardinal Mooney trying
for
to
that first
get
down.
one more
Yeah,
score
just
in before
a little bit of a bench
halftime.
concept. You got the go, corner, and then a little flat underneath to hold the corner, so safety drops. And you just got to read that corner underneath. If he drops to the bench route,
Trail will be back with the
if
shake.
he bites on the flat, you got the corner.
It's all around good offensive play there for the Mooney Cougars.
So 1st and 10 at the 43. Quick pass, overthrown. Tried a little screen pass there, though. It was blown up, though, early by Harold Clyde. Had to throw it over him. Second and 10 here. Minery, play action. He's gonna step up, looks downfield, finds Mason Jordan. He's hit hard, but holds on to it. 1st down, Cougars.
There's Mason Jordan. When the QB's scrambling, Mason finds the hole and was able to get his
Mooney with plenty of
arms up,
time on the
allowing
clock
Devin
and
to see him.
get another score
And
here.
over for the 1st down.
Minery takes a snap. He wants Mason Jordan over the top. Overthrows it just a little bit.
I believe that's the 3rd overthrown deep ball tonight.
Looks like
I mean, if they were able to
Venice
make those
is going to
plays, they could've
settle
been up
Bentham didn't take him.
for
And
13 to
one last
nothing
chuck down the field,
halftime.
and it's out of bounds, and that will 1.1 second, and let it run
Going
out.
to get one more play in.
So that was the last play of the first half.
Nope, it's halftime.
Your score: IMG 13, Venice nothing. Ryan and I'll take a break.
Roll out right. Nice block by Brown. Broken up. Nice play there. Davion Bellham able to break it up for Mason Jordan.
Yeah, good play by Davion Bellham. Being able to stay with his feet, cutting back, and breaking up that play.
Big third down here. Once again, I mean, Cougars go for it on 4th down, so they might, you see them go speed option here again. Maybe a screen, a little bubble route to Jordan, but assuming try to get half here. It's going to be a speed option. Minnery's going to take it, pitch it to Brown. Brown lowers his shoulder. He's hit hard, though. I think he just came up short. It is going to be a 4th and 1 here.
That's a great play by Devin. Him holding the ball as long as possible, drawing in the defense there, created a major hole on that outside for Braylon to get some yards so they could go for that 4th down there.
Yeah, Cougars going to call a timeout, talk this through. 100% they'll go for this, but.
All right, big play for Clearwater Central Catholic. They need to stop Mooney on this 4th down. They can ill afford to go down 42-14 at halftime to stay in this game. On the Cougar Network, this is TigerVision Red Zone. The Tigers are open this week, so we're doing Red Zone for you tonight on TigerVision, presented by ClickingSpree. So we close out the first half here.
Line package.
Big play.
Drive it up the middle. Hand off to Brown. He's got the 1st down. Forward progress, I think, had him at first. I don't think, maybe they stopped him. I thought forward progress got him past the line, but no. Marauders are going to come up and make a huge stop.
That might keep them in the game. Still a minute on the clock.
Was able to get that 1st down, but potentially he might have not been able to drive his feet and was just swarmed by the Marauder defense there. Good stop by them.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the forward progress got him to at least a little bit further than the yard line to gain. I guess not. He bounced it. Went a little backwards, but Marauders going to get the ball. And they have 2 timeouts. They have a chance to maybe go score now.
Yeah, 2 timeouts.
Leonard up 17-0 over Plant City. I think Plant City was favored in that game. Of course, it's very likely the Tigers and Leonard will face off in the district championship, but the Tigers have to get by Lakewood Ranch first.
Hitch route, but
time in the pocket.
There's an incomplete pass
and it
on the
collapses
right.
on him. Taken down.
Back on the duo box on the left.
Riverview will call
We're
their
closing
final
out the
timeout.
Rams first half against IMG Junior Nationals.
And possibly a shot here. You can take it down the field, maybe set yourself up for a Hail Mary position, or possibly a deep shot down the field and get yourself in field goal range.
That's what I was going to say, is they might try and take a shot here and try and get in field goal range before the half and maybe try and get that running clock on that another score. Obviously, if they were to get another touchdown, it wouldn't set the running clock just yet, but if they do get a field goal and then a touchdown to start the second half, they would get a running clock.
Well, you almost have to think maybe they run it here and try and run out of balance, try and catch them off guard.
Okay, on the left, we're getting ready to close out.
Anybody else off guard?
The Rams going for it here, 9 seconds.
They will throw. Logan Carrillo over the middle, and it's intercepted. And can IMG return this and take the momentum into the break? They will get in the end zone. What a way to end the first half. It is a pick 6 for De La Cruz. They take the shot.
Oh, it's caught on the sideline.
Edison Roscoe on that call as IMG scores right at the halftime buzzer. We're back in Clearwater. Closing out the first half here with Mooney up
sideline warning here.
35-14.
Marauders, that's not going to be any yards, but just a sideline warning. Must have went too far. So refs are really cracking
We're going
down
to
on
stay
some small
here as
rules.
all the other 3 broadcasts tonight are celebrating halftime.
There, staying calm in the pocket there.
As we watch
with
the
KJ coming off the
replay.
edge. And then Farrell Tillman
With a nice
going
grab
up
there.
and getting that ball I mean, if they score a touchdown here, it's a major
We
turn of
listen in
events
to the Cougar Network.
for the Marauders.
Yeah, great play by the Marauders. Yeah, Barrett knows he's about to take a shot, but it still gets a dot downfield to Tillman. And they're going to push him back, actually, to the 28-yard line. I don't, that's a 15-yard penalty. I don't know, unsportsmanlike it had to have been, but.
Yeah, I believe it was a sportsmanlike penalty because he caught that ball around the 10, potentially the 15. Now they're at the 30.
Yeah, his unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, he caught that at the 12, pushed back to the 20 or 13-ish, pushed back to the 28. But a good gain nonetheless. Takes a snap once again. He's going to take another deep shot. Oh, and I think no flag. They're going to say it's uncatchable. Burnett definitely tripped him, not intentionally.
Yeah, no, there. I believe he tried to turn around. I believe Luke tried to spin. Jane couldn't see him. I think he tripped up unintentionally. There was no pass interference there.
Yeah,
We're looking in at
he definitely tripped him. But
Clearwater Central Catholic.
It was uncatchable.
Down 35-14, trying to cut this to a 2-score game right before halftime. It's one of 4 games we're covering tonight
Good play
on TigerVision Red Zone before we break for halftime.
Yeah, Barrett drops back. They're going to do it again. Up to Tillman. Great pass to make up. This time Mosley does not let it happen. He got up there.
Yeah, there's Mosley's athleticism on the jump ball.
Good defense there by the Cougars. Brings up 3rd and 10. They are 0 for 4 on 3rd downs. Now you got a 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. Gonna fall. Delay of game, I think.
Yeah, it looked like a delay of game.
Yeah, make it even harder now.
Penalties are a game changer. I mean, the Marauders had a, what was it, a 40 or 50-yard gain on that deep ball, and that penalty brought it back 15, and then another delay of game there. I mean, they went from being at the 10-yard line to being at the 35-yard line due to penalties.
Yeah, they have 5 penalties for 60 yards. Shout out not only our rules analyst, our statistician, Quinn Hoerich, once again, with those stats. So we'll have a 3rd and 15 when we come back.
You're watching TigerVision with our first ever Red Zone with the Palmetto Tigers being
Yeah, very good defensive.
open this week.
DeSoto County's end.
They will return to action next week as we're looking in on the Southeast Soda game, 42-0. This is probably a running clock. Homecoming in Southeast.
Southeast isn't getting touchdowns. It seems like, from what I've noticed and what I've seen throughout the quarter, and I think you can agree with me when I say this, it seems like they're going back to that defensive strategy from quarter 1 and quarter 2.
Okay, back in Clearwater.
Almost tripped, makes one man miss, makes another man miss. Huge gain there. That's going to bring down a 4th and 5-ish. Holding, though.
Yeah, there's Chase's ability on the run game, being shifty, not allowing himself to go down and gaining yards for that Marauders offense.
You got a flag, though, back at the 39-yard line. I'm assuming it's going to be holding.
Looks like Chase Barrett is limping a little bit. Seems like he's fine, though.
We'll see what the call is now. Yeah, it is holding. And that's going to push him back even further. So after a 10-yard gain. Oh, offsetting. My bad. So replay the downside. It does negate the play. And just waste 10 seconds.
So what Clearwater Central Catholic is facing here, down 21 points. They're on 33-yard line. Be a 50-yard field goal, or they're going to have to go for it.
Try to throw it deep here. 3rd and 15
when the time
once again.
comes.
He's got time. Barrett's going to throw it deep. He's got a man. Incomplete.
Yeah. Barrett was looking for Luke on that play on the little deep corner there. Overthrown. But he had him open.
Yeah.
If that ball was on the dime, it would have been a big play for the Marauders offense.
Yeah, not a bad ball. Just a little high. Luke Wilson definitely had to jump for it, but it hits him right in the hands. Gotta come up with that one. Would have put him down inside the 10, I believe.
I believe they're gonna go for another deep ball here.
Yeah, why not? Just go throw it deep here. Play this as just a Hail Mary, honestly. Try to buy some time and just throw it deep.
I think the only thing they're hoping for is not an interception, because all their, I would assume, like, their athletes are down the field.
So we're getting ready to break for halftime. As you can see, the other 3 games are already in halftime, and then Southeast is already in the 3rd quarter, but that game will be ending here pretty quick because with it being 42-0 into the 3rd quarter, they're in a running clock. Homecoming, good night for Coach Bradley and the Southeast Seminoles. We go back up to Clearwater, big 4th down, or 4th and 15. Closing out halftime.
Bear's gonna throw it over the middle. Intercepted by Yarn. He's got a chance to return this. Track though, but behind. And that's gonna be the end of the half. Cougars.
Yeah, there's the interception. Big play by Montrez Yarn.
So the Clearwater Central Catholic Marauders fail to take advantage, being 1st and 10 inside the 10-yard line to get back in this game. Pass is intercepted by Yarn of Cardinal Mooney, a familiar name to TigerVision fans. So, with all 4 games into halftime, this is TigerVision Red Zone tonight, presented by ClickingSpree. We will take a short break, and we will be back with you as we begin the 3rd quarter of these games. How we doing? Welcome back to a special edition of TigerVision tonight. I'm Ken Burton Jr. and joining me tonight, about a mile away, Chad Burton and Christian McClanahan at a very dark Harley Stadium, behind the stadium, making all this magic happen as we are doing an inaugural TigerVision Red Zone broadcast of 4 games in our area since Palmetto is open, presented by ClickingSpree. As we start the second half, in the left here, we are in Lake City, Florida with the Manatee game against a very good Columbia Tigers, down 14-0. And to the right, we are in Venice, Florida, where the IMG national team is up 13-0 over Venice.
Think about it. They're
Got
at the
some
35.
great football
Now they're
here
back to the
tonight.
15.
A lot of special teams making an impact on all these games. As let's listen in to the Venice
Play
broadcast.
action now. Wade looking for the deep ball and goes to his check down route and a huge hit. Laid down, I believe that was Lane Kisevich.
Lane Kisevich along with Merrick Borelli right there as well. But great route and just put it on his hands, but just a good play by the defender and knock it loose.
Wade looked like he was looking deep for McFarland downfield and opted for Christian Ward, who has the ball knocked loose. And now 2nd and 15. Now they will put it on the ground. And Tompkins will fight forward, gets those 5 penalty yards back, and maybe another couple after that.
Hupp and Weatherington leading the tackle on that one. And it's funny when you see a big guy like that, how they're trying to tackle. Watch the replay here. They're like picking his legs off the ground so he can stop moving the pile. And that's just do it by any means necessary.
Again, shoulder to chest is not going to take down Lakai Tompkins.
No.
You have to get him low. He'll move to the left hip of Jaden Wade. Now Wade looks deep downfield and
Gets out of the first one and picks up the first down across
As we switch
midfield.
over
Had
to the
great pressure coming
Manatee
inside, a 17-yard
broadcast, Lake City quarterback able to get out of the pocket and run for the first down. They scored early, but Manatee has it's pretty much been a stalemate since the first 2 scores
Whether that's the field or not.
in Lake City against a very good Columbia
Let me ask you,
High
at what
School
point do you say,
Tigers
okay, they got a man in the
team.
slot. They're going to see us coming. When do you bring the corner off and let your linebacker take off with him, with the receiver, right? Something he's not going to see.
A little more athletic guy.
Handoff inside, and it's going to be pushed forward for about a 2, maybe a 3-yard pickup. They'll give him 3, brings up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think we got to be able to bring some different kind of pressure. I think our defensive line is doing a really good job of bringing pressure. But let's bring another guy, a 5th guy that is a little more athletic than our
We have our
linebackers.
first final
Bring a
tonight.
Lowry, bring a Sanders.
Southeast
when this is happening,
a big
they're going
homecoming
2-2,
win,
so we should be
42
evenly spread across the
nothing
field where we
against
should be able to
the
get that
Dakota
pressure
County
off the side.
Bulldogs.
He's
So
only
a
gonna
big
roll to
homecoming
the right. He's never
win
going
as
to
Southeast
scramble
moves
down.
to
No.
5-1 as we're listening in to Danny Carter and Chad Choate
Probably the
from Lake
majority
City,
of that,
Florida.
because what's happening off his left side is a lot of pressure coming there.
Correct.
It forces him back the other way. We've actually owned that side of the line. Handoff again up the middle. He's got running room across the 20, 35, down around the 32, and finally drug down around the 27-yard line. 18-yard pickup, 1st and 10 Tigers.
Yeah, number 32. I don't have him on the roster, but big 18-yard gain. We just weren't gap sound there. Linebacker just kind of missed the gap there, allowed him to get free there for 18 yards. Big gain for the Columbia Tigers.
1st and 10 Tigers, and
Mess that
handoff
play.
bounce out to the left. He's going to be stood up right at the line of scrimmage. Storm Hensey.
Yeah, a little bit of mess up. Like I know if it was the quarterback or the running back, but they really didn't have that handoff nice.
Now all of a sudden they've shifted gears. 7:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tigers lead 14-0. It's like, okay, let's try and grind it out now, right?
Yeah, eat the clock. Allow us to put pressure on us.
We're back in the
offensive
duo
side,
box.
There is no enough time on there to kind of push the ball a little bit, which honestly, I don't think we want to do. I think we want to be able to be balanced and run the ball.
Venice looks like a big play for the Indians.
This was so.
With it go. Great play by him. For a second there when they came down together, I thought he would get knocked off the ball, but he actually held on to it. So great job by Micah Hayes on that play. Here's a replay on this one. We may not get a good view of it. We had by the sidelines, it's hard to see around some of the players. But right here came down, and there you can see Hayes come right away with the ball, and they just, again, a 50-50 ball, and he just kind of out-muscled it for the Indian interception. So they take over 1st and 10.
Big interception.
25.
We go back to the duo box with Manatee.
Nowhere on that play. That is John Ford on the carry.
And the usual suspects, Cameron McCaney there, Amari Irvin.
Just really fast. They shoot those gaps. It's just so hard to block them. They're almost past you by the time you get out of your three-point stance.
And one of the things the Ascenders are very good at, John, is when there is a turnover like that or a big play, the other side of the ball, so the offense, you had the interception, the defense is usually fired up. Sometimes you'll have teams where the defense feels like, oh my gosh, here we go again, but not the Ascenders. This will often put them into another gear.
Yes. So 2nd and 13. Jones looking to throw. Gets the ball out of his hands, and there's a penalty downfield. Not quite sure what it is, but it's in the secondary. I believe that Jones did get the ball back to the line of scrimmage and was out of the pocket, so it shouldn't be intentional grounding. It's holding on the Ascenders. So it'll be a replay of the down. I'm not sure if that's a 10-yard penalty. It should be.
And it looks like it is.
Yep. Yeah, down here there was a little bit of
45 and tripped up. Great job, Storm Hensey coming up to seal it down. Brings up.
So the Indians with a big break as we switch to the Hurricanes.
Bring on the punting unit for the Tigers.
Yeah, great job.
Tigers executed a screen, but not enough for the first down, and Manatee defense holds.
Great job from Storm, though, coming in, only an 8-yard gain. This is what we wanted, right?
As we start the second half in Sarasota with the Junior Nationals kicking off to the Riverview Rams.
Wind ripping across the field right now. Good snap. The punter will get it away. It's going to hit and roll out of bounds on the far side, somewhere around the 17-yard line. Yep. First and 10, Hurricanes 5.
Play clocks down to 13
Manatee.
seconds.
The other thing a lot of teams like to do to these
Olds in the Columbia in their first possession of the second half, get the ball back as we switch now to Venice.
Breaks up to the 36-yard line, should have the first down, and he does. Pickup of 5 actually on that play.
Venice held IMG on their first possession of the second half with an interception.
Has some room up the sideline, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds at the 24-yard line. What a run by Belt. Oh, but that flag is going to haul this one all the way back. It was a great run from Belt, weaving his way through, but the pink flag tonight comes out.
I was just about to mention that, and we're not very aware of the flags on the field here tonight because they are pink instead of yellow.
It is a pink out here at the Ramble in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
We've got
the
our
Rams starting the second half.
Yep. It was our best effort. We haven't ordered pink Arsenal
big
shirts
penalty
yet.
to bring the ball back.
We should have.
Venice with the ball trying to get a score.
First down coming up here for Riverview still. It will still be a first down due to where the holding took place. So first down and about 7 yards coming up. Nippert in the shotgun. James now the back. And James is going to be wrapped up at the 26-yard line. Gain of 3. It's a Riverview offense that has played well, but they've been sloppy with the ball tonight. Obviously, that pick six, the fumble at the 1 yard line, the special teams has had trouble. If you would have said that Riverview was losing the turnover battle by 3 at halftime, in no world do you think that they're winning by 19.
Yeah, definitely. And they've been losing the turnover battle, like you said, by 3. But that IMG offense has just been unable to capitalize on it, and that's why that they've not been effective on offense here tonight.
And this is going to be a horse collar taken down quickly on the play, but looks to be the second horse collar to go against the Ascenders. It'll actually be a face mask. That one a little less obvious.
Yeah.
The third of the game on the Ascenders, and it's a first down for Riverview. And once again, it was a tackle for loss, but because of the face mask.
Yeah, we've been seeing kind of strangely here a lot of horse collar and face mask penalties on both sides here. It's just been an effort of the IMG defense to just find some sort of answer for this Riverview backfield that's been so effective. And it's almost like every time they're tackled for loss in the backfield, it's a horse collar or a face mask.
Nippert in the shotgun. Sends Torian James to his left side. Beginning of the third quarter here at the Ramble. Riverview trying to extend this 19-point lead. There's that play over the middle to Prziquez that went for a touchdown last week. It falls incomplete, bringing up second down and 10. Prziquez, we talked about it after a sack earlier, but just been such a weapon offensively and defensively for this Riverview side. It's a Riverview team that over the last years or so, you had Luke Batita, who now plays football at Holy Cross.
We're in
Miles
Duo Box.
Prziquez,
You're
who
listening to
presumably
Arsenal
is going to play
Productions
Division
covering the
I
Riverview
football.
Rams.
Some
Addison
good
Rusco
tight
on the
ends
call.
that we
Rams up
seen.
26 to
We
7.
also had
On the right,
Throw.
you have
tight
Columbia
end a
with the
couple
ball
years
to
before
start
that,
their
who went on
second
to play
possession
at
of the second
Penn
half.
University, as here is Torian James weaving his way through across the 40-yard line and down at the 39. But this wide receiver unit for the Riverview Rams, it seems to be a spot that there's always production in. It might not be the flashiest, but they've always got a solid guy at that tight end spot. It's important.
Yeah, it definitely is important. And you look at Miles Prziquez's stats, they're not particularly flashy, only 5 receptions,
And up in
90
the top left, you're
yards,
seeing
1
the
touchdown
beginning
on
of the
season.
second half
But the
in
reason he's been
Clearwater,
so
where
effective is
Cardinal
in his
Mooney
blocking game, and he's a tight end that
is
has been so
cruising
effective in
against
blocking
the Clearwater
game.
Central
And he's
Catholic.
been really, really good at setting these blocks for the running backs. We saw it on the touchdown by Torian James, where he was able to set the lead block at the 2-yard line for Torian James to go in, and that's a reason why he's been so effective this year.
Nippert has Anthony Miller, and he cannot haul it in. Was looking for his first reception, or excuse me, his second reception of the night, and he drops a touchdown.
Yeah, it's a crucial drop by Anthony Miller, and we've been mentioning how IMG has struggled with the drops here tonight, but 2 drops, one by Miles Prziquez and one by Anthony Miller on this Rams drive.
It will bring up second down and 10. Rams have had a couple of opportunities that they have not been able to convert on. And they're going to send Miles Prziquez out of the game. So
You're watching TigerVision. Although the Palmetto Tigers are not playing tonight, they will be back in action next Friday night as the Lakewood Ranch comes into town for homecoming, big district game. So we are doing a Red Zone telecast presented by ClickingSpree tonight.
Tackle gets out to the 25, a 10-yard gain and a first down for the Indians. Boy, that ball came out to shot put, and he got it just out there, just enough for Manning to grab it for the first down.
You're listening to the Venice broadcast playing against IMG national team, knocking on the door up in the top left.
Line Chemistry Young comes out on the first play with a huge gain. Yeah, there's that little
Mooney with the big play
screen for the Mooney offense. I mean,
in the red zone to start the second half.
Acting like he might be going out for a wheel route, and then Kemp
They're the only
underneath
broadcast right now that is in the red zone,
being able
presented
to
by
block the
ClickingSpree.
and getting to the safety allowed him for that big gain. Cougars back at it. Pump fake from Davidson. Over the middle to Chemistry Young. Touchdown Cougars. They strike quick. I mean, that is 2 plays for what? Near 100 yards?
1-7 here, and it's a crucial touchdown for this Riverview
So
Rams.
two
You might
scores
think,
simultaneous.
20,
the
at halftime,
Rams
but if they don't
and
get
the
a touchdown
Cougars
here, and maybe
scoring
those
at the
drops
same
come back
time
bite
to
them,
extend
you
their
give
leads.
IMG the ball back with some momentum off that pick 6, and it could prove for a little bit of a comeback by IMG, but a great touchdown from Riverview here and reestablishes their dominance.
So 32-7 is the score. The extra point coming up here for Brody Carroll. Did not see any action in the first half, and he drills his first extra point of the game. 33-7 the score here at the Ramble. Rams trying to close out their homestand undefeated.
Letting their guys go, and then getting the corner linebackers.
And we're now back on the Cardinal Mooney. Riverview Rams sit number 1 in Class 7A Region 2. Cardinal Mooney sitting number 1 in their region, Class 2A Region 3. And your Palmetto Tigers sitting number 1 in their region, Class 6A Region 3. We'll return to district action next week.
So he's going to call.
We're now back in Venice.
I believe. I'm not
IMG's
sure.
defense has been stifling tonight.
He's going to call intentional grounding, but he was outside the pocket.
Brings up a punting
Up
situation.
in North Florida.
We just get one opportunity to.
We're looking in on the Manatee broadcast.
Right? Flip the momentum for the Hurricanes.
A lot of time.
A very good Columbia County Tigers scored early, 2 touchdowns, and then it's been back and forth since then.
Right here.
That'd be great.
As we
flip the script,
listen in
good snap
to Danny Carter and Chad Choke.
And again, I don't know how on a right-footed punter it goes off to his left every single time, but benefits the Hurricanes. Good bounce.
Snap hook.
Ball's going to be set at the 29-yard line. The Hurricanes will start 1st and 10.
You know, I thought we opened up, obviously, we did 3 pass plays in that drive the obviously had one right in Prince's hand.
He actually sits number 2
I'd like to see us go back to the
in Class 5A Region 3 behind Palm Beach Dwyer.
Quad's right. Screen, little bubble to him.
So we're back in Clearwater.
Tries to get some room. We got multiple flags. It's probably going to be holding, bring it back a little bit.
Handoff, and looks to be Caden White, I think. He'll go lean forward for about a yard.
Yeah, maybe a yard and a half. But that's okay. Because I think sometimes we kind of break from those and say, oh, now we got to pass all of a sudden. But run again. I mean, let's be physical again, because those can break. Those things can open up, and all of a sudden it's a 5, 10, 15-yard game.
I think if you can make some things happen running the football, you can actually run, which we don't do often, is a play action, right?
So, sure. Well, I think we saw that pass
next week at Powell Stadium down in Venice,
Okay,
Florida. What a critical match that is.
In
it's a Venice
Sarasota.
side who's 3-2 on the year, and if you would have said before the season that Riverview would be undefeated and that Venice would come in with a 500 record, you probably would have called me crazy, but it's most likely what's going to happen. Now, obviously, the strength of schedule is a massive difference, but it becomes a huge game for Venice and a game that is going to decide district. There's no doubt. Lehigh is just not been competitive this season. They got blown out by Venice 56-0. The record is not great. It would be tough for them to beat both Riverview and Sarasota. Shot down the field is incomplete. Was looking to find Jaden Montgomery. Not able to connect.
Barrett hands it off. Cougars
Okay, we're
swarm.
back in
Travion
Clearwater.
West in the backfield. We got a little pushing and shoving. That's going to be a couple
Mooney
flags.
coasting with a 42-14 lead
More flags
early in the
now.
second
I
half.
don't know who started it, but multiple flags, personal fouls, unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, I mean, we had
Travion Lester come out.
Incomplete.
Looked like he kind of got bumped into a touch. Like he really didn't step into that throw. So kind of that. But I'll tell you, to throw it sidearm as well as he does. I mean, that's what they look for now with the arm angles and whatnot with these different with the quarterbacks. So 2nd and 10.
We're back to quad box. Nice catch there by the IMG junior. Senders, the receiver, number 6.
Across the 30 down to about the 32-yard line.
He's been the star in the running game right now. He's really puts an 11-yard gain, and he's been tough for the Indians to find, let alone tackle.
Quick no huddle again for the Ascenders trying to catch.
McCollum the back. Pushes his way forward for a nice gain. Gets to the 35-yard line.
Montrez Yarn.
He has really lived and died by that shot.
In the Mooney broadcast with the defensive stop again. His name's been called a lot tonight in the broadcast. There he is right there. You might remember that name as we called him out quite a bit last year.
Been their only source of
when he was a
here.
Palmetto Tiger.
Shots down the field.
Downs rolls to his right.
Manatee looking to punt.
He will just do a small pass out of bounds. It will be 3rd down and 5. Was trying to go down the field. Had 2 wide receivers run a deep route. Just nobody open.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 5 here, and you have to think that this is 4-down territory for the Ascenders. If you don't get it here on 3rd and 5, you're in your own territory, or you're in Rams territory. You would have to think that it may be a 4-down territory, down 33-7 here in the 3rd quarter.
It would have to be down by 26. Anything else would be conceding this match. Over the middle and dropped again. Once again, the Ascenders drop a wide open pass. This time was trying to find Dean Andrews, not able to haul it in. Maybe a little bit behind him, but you've got to haul that in.
Yeah, you definitely do, and it's a little bit behind him, like you said. Not a great throw by Nolan Downs, but Andrews has to adjust and make that catch. It sets up 4th and 5.
Finally tackled at the 40-yard line. Yeah, there's Shifty Mesa Jordan using his
we're back in Clearwater.
Being able to make one man miss, and if he could find open field.
With Cardinal Mooney with the ball. Big play.
Yeah, just a simple little screen pass to him. Fakes the handoff first to Brown. And you got a couple blockers, and Mason makes a miss.
Reaches out for it. And now the Ascenders knocking on the door down to the 21-yard line of Venice.
They got something going right now with those guys with that quick little slant throw.
There is a flag back at the 34.
What do we got here? Again with the and it seems to be that RPO that seems to be getting everybody.
And the Ascenders not typically a team that in the past, again, they've had quarterbacks like DeAndre Francois, Shea Patterson, Kellen Mond, who, again, guys that have been mobile, but they've never really run a true option offense.
No, yeah, you're right. They've always been really pro style, very conventional.
So 1st and 15, ball at the 43-yard line, and now this snap gets to McFarland, who tries to cut up field, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage, and a nice TFL for the Indians.
Tristan Neely with a great play, kind of worked off and got up into McFarland right
Back
here.
to the quad box, all broadcasts that we're following tonight.
A 1-yard loss on the play.
We started out with the Southeast DeSoto game, but that one is already a final. Southeast winning their homecoming, 42-0, proven to 5-1.
Tackle. I thought he was gone.
We're listening in on Cardinal Mooney. Cougar.
Mason Jordan in the little motion. Yeah.
25-20. 15 inside, still on his feet.
Great
and McFarland from 44 yards out breaks 5 or 6 tackles and puts the Ascenders up 19-0.
That's all effort, all on him. That's run after the catch. That's a spectacular play.
That might have been the dagger there for the Venice Indians. They have been hanging tough.
Maybe 4 yards on the field right here.
We watched the replay.
Two linebackers right there, and they both try to wrap him up, and he shakes them off, and then Morse misses, and then it's just an open field broken play here, and off they go.
7 tackles. Eric McFarland broke on that, and now the point after is
good.
up and good with a
We're
minute
back to the
41
quad box.
remaining in the third quarter. A big play for the Ascenders. And
The backfield for Collins.
Manatee in the white, bottom left. You're listening.
Looking right. Now
In
we
Lake
get
City,
flushed out
Florida
to the right.
tonight.
There he goes off to the races again. Across the 45.
Set
and
someone on the right, and then we're going to flag.
Yep.
We have to set someone up on the right-hand side.
Only way he rolls. He rolls right
left hand
every
now.
single play.
Our
and-
left-hand side
Yep.
now, and the right side.
That'll be 15 more yards tacked on to the end of the run.
You can't allow it to continue to happen. And we're blitzing Dangler, kind of finding a spot to go, but he's on our right hand instead of our left hand side.
And it
Blitz
is
on the left hand side.
incomplete.
That's
but a
where the guy
flag
wants
comes
to go.
flying out right away.
Yeah, this is going to be.
So we're looking in on the
pass
Rams.
interference or maybe illegal contact, as there was definitely
Broadcast
some holding
Arsenal Productions
there
of
on that
looks like
play.
a pass
You clearly
interference
saw Noah Sheffo just
against
stop in his route.
IMG
So this
Junior
will
Nationals.
advance the Rams, it looks like.
The refs conjuring at the 40-yard line. 5:40 to go.
2 penalties.
And this is the kickoff.
I think
I'm
that's
good.
exactly what happened. Manning looked like he could have maybe had
Venice
a
with the
a little
ball.
break
They have
downfield
just
as soon as he saw that
been
second
able to
flag
move
come
the
out,
ball all
so
night,
they knew it
but
was
have
coming back.
That's not
struggled
happening, so.
not being able to get into the end zone.
And again, that's always that rare ball caught.
Yeah, just wide open. I mean, our safety just
Back in Lake
kind of over
City.
top and just wide open over the middle.
Three in the backfield. They have to figuring out how to line them up, but Lake City
Collins
knocking on the door.
Center will hand off up the middle, and he's going to be drugged down short of the goal line around the 1. Bring up second down and goal.
Manatee will be visiting Harley Stadium in a few weeks for the big game with the
Here, pretty much
Tigers.
will put it out of reach with just under 11 minutes to go, and this time off the right side, they'll push forward and finally signal touchdown Tigers, and that'll extend it to 20-0.
You know, it's what's wild to me.
And nice tackle there by
Danny
Manning.
Carter
They call
had
Cannell
showed on the
Jackson.
Manatee broadcast.
Yeah, good
We're
play by
listening
Cannell
to
Jackson there.
Mooney
Slipping
up
through.
42-14, still
back.
early in the
And just making that
third.
tackle there, not letting him slip through and get many yards.
Rion James just bobbles it and cannot come down with it. Bringing up second down and 10. Really the first drop of the night for Riverview other than that Anthony Miller drop touchdown.
Yeah, and that's not something you see often, especially from a guy like Torian James, who's been so effective in this run game. But just a dump off, bobbles it, and drops, sets up second down and 10.
Rams go 3 wide receivers out to the near side. Sheffo alone on the far. Hand off to James. There he goes. Did you ever think he was not going to evade that tackler? Left in the dust, and a touchdown once again for Torian James. He's got 3, and the Rams an extra point away from 40.
I mean, he just left that defender on a grave at the 20-yard line and just takes it all the way to the end zone. And like you
Back
said,
to the
we've just
quad
come
zone.
to
The
expect
Rams
this out of Torian James.
coasting.
I believe. His 17th.
They'll be
touchdown
6-0
of the year. I mean,
after
you just
tonight.
say
Sit
that
in top
number,
class
and you just
7A Region 2 in the recent FHSAA poll. And despite being up 39-7, they're losing the turnover battle tonight
Any holes in the offense.
against IMG Junior Nationals. Manatee beat IMG
No chance of,
Junior Nationals a few weeks ago,
play out of that.
and they are down 21-0 to Columbia County in Lake City. And they're in the top right. in the try
Second and
box.
12 here.
You're watching Tiger Vision tonight, a special red zone edition, as your Palmetto Tigers are open tonight. Lakewood Ranch coming into town for homecoming next week in a big Class 6A District 11 matchup.
So a 3rd and 12. And is this a situation you go and get?
I believe
4 or
Lakewood
5
Ranch
years
on the
where we
call
see
tonight. They are
a 4th down go for?
winning against the Sarasota Sailors tonight, as we're in the duo box.
Down 28, halfway through the second or third.
I mean, you have to go for every 4th down.
Yeah. Handoff. He's got a little room. He'll get a gain of 4, bringing up a 4th and 9 now.
I keep watching this Mooney defense. I personally just see kids setting the edge, not allowing the running back to get to the outside, and allowing the rest of the defense to swarm in on the inside.
A lot of great defense tonight, as you see in 3 of.
Working this year.
There's 2 shutouts and one with IMG Junior Nationals, who scored right before halftime. Otherwise, that would be 40-0.
Wouldn't be surprised if they blocked Tavon.
Rogers steps up in the pocket, and then he's hit. It's loose, picked off. He's going to be returned for a touchdown by the Tigers, and you can wrap this game up, fellas. It's going to be 9:40 to go, down 27-0, and he had no chance. I'm not going to blame the quarterback.
No, he stepped up in the pocket
Yeah.
nicely, and just too much pressure on the edge.
I don't know what you attribute it all to, but we're just not strong enough up front. We can't keep guys out, and that's becoming a big issue. It's happening week in and week out. We're just not strong enough up front.
Yeah, and it's been just so much inconsistency on offense. We struggled in the very first several games. Last 2 weeks I thought we played really good offensively. And then we come on here, and all of a sudden it seems like we can't run the ball. We're not as physical as we have been. No time protection. We're dropping passes again, and it's just frustrating, very frustrating.
Well, you got to wonder: is it the fact that we can play with the average team and below better, and those that are above average, we just can't hang? I mean, there's something to be said about it, because I don't think Columbia.
A lot of drops. They can't get the run game going. This defense.
Danny Carter and Chad Choate on the Manatee call. Of course, they'll be in Palmetto in a couple of weeks for big game, and
on the stop. It'll bring up 3rd
you cannot take them lightly. They will be coming. They will come into Palmetto ready to play. They play a very tough schedule. This Columbia team is no slouch.
There's been a couple of big plays. You had the
long
ball down the field to Dalekis.
Arsenal,
but other than that,
Productions, Addison Roscoe, and Paul Whiteside on the call.
And then the one time that they really did get down there, they were sacked.
Rams
then Downs had the personal
looking
foul
really good. The only game that has been close to them this year has been they squeaked out a 35.
He has all day, and eventually the ball will come out, and Kayvon Love will fall on it. Devontae Thomas was there with the pressure, and Kayvon Love falls on it for Riverview.
I mean, we see the passion from Devontae Thomas coming off the field. He was so hyped after he's forced that fumble. We talked to Smithers earlier, leading up to this game. He really likes this kid, and he shows up by forcing a fumble on that play. You love to see it.
He talked about his electricity, and there it is. Riverview will take over at the 17-yard line. And one more touchdown will send this game to a running clock. 4:26 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And you can see Riverview already putting the backups in as Logan Carrillo comes in, Connor Scully comes in, Maddox Booker as well in the game.
This is going to lead to a huge district clash in a few weeks, where Riverview and Venice are going to clash for that Class 7A
shotgun going to the end zone.
district championship. That's going to be a great game.
Incomplete. That's good coverage from Trent Polk. He's been targeted a couple times tonight, and he's been a bright spot on what has been a
Pierce
tough night for the
Community.
Indians.
Yeah, he has been a
With
bright
up,
spot. And
12
it's a
to
reason
3.
why these Riverview wide receivers have been so
Winter Haven
shut down,
coach
and
Bubba
it's just
White, a
great
good friend of
coverage there,
mine,
able to force an incompletion.
former Carson Newman
Riverview
alumni
might look to go
and
back
player.
to the ground game on this drive and set the running clock here.
They will go to the ground game. It'll be Connor Scully. Scully taking down.
Rams knocking on the door. Again, as I've stated earlier, they rushed for over 500 yards last week against the Sailors, and they're putting up big numbers tonight.
So 3rd down and 2. Carrillo in the shotgun. He has Scully to his right.
We're in the quad box, but listening to the Rams as they're knocking on the door here late in the third quarter.
No, Carrillo kept it, and he is brought to the ground. Looked like he probably should have got rid of that one to Scully. Instead, it's going to bring up 4th down and long, and the field goal team is going to come on out. So Brody Carroll to kick the extra point. This would send it to a
This
running
is
clock.
TigerVision, a special edition.
Fooled everyone there on that give.
I thought Scully had it.
With the red
but
zone.
it was a take by Carrillo.
By
Definitely should have
TigerVision,
kicked
presented
off
by
that as
Clicking
9-2
Spree
was not
tonight.
fooled.
Palmeta's open next
Carroll
week.
from 30 yards is blocked. So once again, special team miscues for Riverview. And the running clock
That
will
could
have
come
to
back
hold
and
off
haunt
just a
them in a
little
couple
bit.
of weeks when they have to
Riverview
play
stalls
Venice.
inside the 10-yard line, up by 33 at home.
Good play for him to bounce it out to the outside. Yeah, we'll get a gain of 5 there.
Okay, to Clearwater, Florida.
Hopefully Mooney can find
Back to the try box.
Down. Last two third downs they weren't able to. But I don't know. They have near 430 yards of offense tonight, maybe 450. I mean, they've been rolling.
Okay, to Lake City,
And
Florida.
Tigers will call a timeout. We'll take one as well. Columbia leading.
Timeout.
Really nice tackle there.
So we go back to
on the
Clearwater.
outside by Tavarion Wilson.
Cardinal Mooney sitting on top of their region, Class 2
4th and 6 now.
3.
I think Minnery's back in the game as a fullback. This is something I've wanted to see. They're putting Devin
The Rams
Minnery in at running
in the
back,
bottom screen.
keeping David Davidson. I've wanted to
Sitting
see
number
this
1
because
in Class 7A Region 2. Your Palmetto Tigers sitting number 1, Class 6A Region 3.
Minnery's going to take it. And he's pushing forward. I don't think he got it. Came up just short. So Marauders
Stays on his feet, cuts back 10-5.
We go into IMG.
Touchdown Ascenders.
As they're slowly pulling away. This was
Again, early in the play, he had
2
some
scores at
blocking, and again, he just
halftime.
weaved his way down the field. He's got a little bit of that.
IMG's defense has been
pull-away
stifling
speed that-
all night.
watching
Venice
that
has
play.
been able to move the ball until
Gets there again.
they've hit the red
He
zone.
shoves Downs forward, but man, has he been an
We listen in on
impact
the
a role that
Rams
he normally doesn't
Arsenal
get as much
Productions
playing time as he's
broadcast.
getting tonight, but making an impact.
Yeah, he's definitely taking advantage of the limited play time that he's getting. And we really see that passion come onto the field. It's a great play by him to swing down Nolan Downs.
Again, one of the stars on this Riverview team, Henry Donovan, is out due to injury tonight. Expected to be back for that pivotal clash versus Venice High School next week. Downs in the shotgun, and he's not going to get away. There's Miles Prziquez. And it will bring up 4th down for IMG. This Riverview defensive line has been everywhere. They get to the quarterback again.
Yeah, it's a great play by Miles Prziquez to get his 6th sack of the season. He's been so good and so effective on this Riverview defensive line, and he shows it there, setting up a 4th down for this IMG offense.
And excuse us, it is third down and 9. And they will take it to the end of the third quarter. Riverview dominating 40-7 over IMG Junior National. Fourth quarter coming up at the Ramble.
Adam Rusko on the call for Riverview Rams football.
So offsetting
Listening in
but offsides from the Cougars, so it'll be a 1st and 5.
on the Cougar Network, top left,
So
in the duo
Crazy
box.
I know these penalties have been insane tonight by both teams. Both teams near, what, 100 yards of penalties?
Yeah. Barrett's going to make one man miss. He can run a little bit, breaks to the outside, runs out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, there's Barrett's run game coming into play there. I don't know, he hasn't used it much tonight. I don't know why he hasn't. The pass game hasn't seemed to have been working against our corners and our safeties. But him being able to do both, I mean, I believe he should have used it more. He's quick on his feet, he's shifty, and he's a big boy. So he can run through people when he wants to.
Jake won and feeds out to the right. Now they throw
Back
it
to
out
Lake
to
City, Columbia
Smith and
County Tigers up 28-0.
Run now. They got him on an out route. I
Halfway
think you
through
run
the fourth
post
quarter.
with him, there's no one there.
Yeah.
You got to be able to see that when
Manatee's
you get to the line of scrimmage. Say, okay,
got a short field here,
over the top.
trying to get a score.
A little check.
Maybe turn this game
Short
around.
cover too, but they're really not in it. Moved early. Back is up 5.
Back to the quad box.
A lot of little mistakes that are easily correctable, but we have false started 5 times on the evening.
Easy. I think it's actually 6 now. Yep. I mean, and you can't do that against a team that's just as good as you, which is obviously, I do believe Columbia is just as good as us. You can't do it. You can't shoot yourselves in the foot over and over and over again.
2nd and 15. Rogers drops. He'll fire in the flat and trying to get it to Jaquan Williams. It's underthrown.
Yeah, thrown off his back foot, trying to get there. He was open. You just got to be able to plant that foot and drive forward. I think he was kind of backpedaling just because I think he's getting pressure. He feels like he wasn't pressure, but I think that in his head, he feels like he's getting pressure. You know what I mean?
3rd and long for the Hurricanes. 6:17 to go in the ball game. Manatee trailing 28-0. Draw play up the middle, and Keith Smith tripped up after a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, shoestring tackle, shoestring tackle.
Got to go for it. 4th and long. Malik Bryant will check in. Rogers takes it, drops, steps, fires across the middle, and threw it too high off the hands of Jaquan Williams. Is intercepted across the 35, across the 50, across the 40. Touchdown. It's going to be returned for a touchdown, and he'll go all the way in. 85-yard return, and that'll push it out to 34-0.
When it rains, it pours.
Yep, the Canes coming off the field, hanging their heads, and they ought to.
When it rains, it pours.
You practice all week, and
great to see that.
Prep night for the Hurricanes tonight. Again, Columbia County, the snow slouch. They're a very good program. The Hurricanes will play host
really effective
Braden River on the 24th.
Haven't seen
for the district championship, Class 5A.
A little bit of life here.
Marshall McCollum.
As we're listening in on the Riverview Rams IMG game, bottom right, on the Tri-Box.
1st down and 10.
Got the 1st down. Chase Barrett. Beautiful play. Gets down to the 41.
Yeah, that's a smart play by the Marauder offense there. I mean, it gave Barrett 2 options. If a guy was open, he was going to throw it, but if he wasn't, he had
Clearwater
enough space
Catholic,
to run it.
they're despite being down 28 points, they're still fighting. But they're going to need to score here pretty quick.
Barrett hands it off. Sims up the middle for a gain of 4.
That's the second time tonight we've seen Sims in a three-point stance back there.
Back to the quad box. Oh, Lightning and Panthers. I saw that on the crawl. If you want to go see a fight, and maybe with a little bit of hockey, you should watch that game tomorrow night.
Barrett hands it off to Sims once again. Flag. I call holding on big number 78 there. John Davis.
Yeah, that was a clear flag. Bryce was trying to turn around and he couldn't at all. Maybe one of the most clear holds of the night.
Yeah. So pushing back to a second and 16-ish, 17-ish.
He's got running room across the 30 and finally drugged down around the 33-yard line.
A lot of great defense tonight.
Games trail 35-0.
3 shutouts.
You go into a bye week, which I think is much needed for the Hurricanes. I think they got a lot of guys kind of banged up. You need some rest a little bit, but you got to fix some things. You got to figure out what is right, what is wrong, and correct it along the way. At the same time, Tigers go out. They're off this week. They play Lakewood Ranch.
Rolling. Thomas on the way, and it's almost intercepted. Tyree Sneed almost had his second in the same amount of weeks.
Downs looks a little shaken up there after that
Paul
hit.
Williams, and he gets tripped up. He's out to midfield.
So she's listening to Danny Carter. Manatee not having a good night tonight. Again, playing against a very tough team. They are open next week, and then they come to Palmetto. So they are going to be ready to take it out on the Tigers 2 weeks. Tigers got a big district game next week against Lakewood Ranch before the Hurricanes come into town.
Handoff interior, and running back moves it forward for about a 2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down and 8.
You're watching TigerVision Special Edition Red Zone on TigerVision tonight, presented by ClickingSpree.
What hurts you in this, it hurts and it helps. I mean, Lake City have moved to 6-1. Strength of schedule is a big thing. I think the Canes can still finish out strong. And
so IMG blocks the kick, halts the running clock, and then drives down the field for their first offensive touchdown of the night. McCollum has done a very nice job for this Ascender squad. On to attempt the extra point for the first time tonight is Ford Hansen. He's been busy, not in the way he wants to be busy. He has punted the ball a lot.
Yeah, he has. And IMG able to avoid a running clock, which able to boost the morale a little bit, if anything, for this game.
Low snap. And it is up, and it is good. So Hansen drills the extra point. Rams on top, 40-14. Across, down, south. IMG National.
4 and 1st and 10 Hurricanes. That officially put on the 35. 1:35 to go in our ball game. Canes trail 35-0.
Barrett's been able to run all over the field. As there he goes again, down to the 10-yard line. And that's going to be a flag on Jaden Burnett back here at the 26-yard line. unsportsmanlike conduct on
Clearwater Catholic showing some fight here.
And Logan's score prediction of 49-14 looks in jeopardy unless the Cougars can make a stop.
Right now, it looks like Barrett is tired.
Yeah.
I mean, he has been carrying this offense, running the ball, throwing the ball. I mean, he's done everything to try to keep this offense together. But he looks like he's exhausted right now.
Hawthorne up 41-0 over Bayshore. That was expected. Now the Sebring Booker is another story.
Pushing his way forward. Down to the 3. Marauders actually just had their first third down conversion on that crazy Barrett run. What a
Booker
way
was
to
heavily
get it.
favored to win that game tonight.
So we're going to have a 2nd and goal from the 3 now.
That's why you line up and play.
I don't know. Mooney's defense could potentially stop him here if they stick to keeping the running back running. But I think if Barrett pulls the ball here, I think it's going to be an easy score.
He does. He keeps it. Spins down to the 2. Just a little inside the 2. So to bring up 3rd down. Yeah, and you can clearly tell Barrett's tired. He's been putting the team on his back this quarter.
Here comes the Marauders. I believe potentially the big personnel. I mean, they are a little bit inside the 2. They really need this. But I don't know.
Yeah, we saw, I believe,
2 yards this tired this late in the game is a lot longer than you think.
Yeah.
Oh, and an I formation.
Dwayne Pouncey Jr. comes into the game. Just a handoff up the middle. He's in. Touchdown Marauders.
Clearwater Central Catholic hanging in there,
Turned all
still
the way
fighting.
back to the 40, to the 45,
right
a flag's thrown.
And we're back in
It's
Lake
gonna
City.
matter, whatever, he's going to run out of bounds midfield. That's the final play of the game.
As we close the
35-0
game.
Hurricanes. We'll take a timeout, come back, wrap everything up. You listen to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Cardinal Buick GMC.
So getting to call a team like that is fun, but then you get this young, energetic
That'll be a long ride
Riverview
back
side
from
hungry
Lake
to
City.
finally get over the hump. They're undefeated. Man, that is cinema right there. As it is 2nd down once again on the ground to Scully for another 1st down. Connor Scully got his first touchdown of the year in that 50-6 win over Northport on the final play of the game. It's been a
Up on the
Riverview
top
side that
right.
has had a flurry of running backs.
Venice trying to
Isaiah Bell.
get in.
Oh, touchdown pass to Ashari Charles.
There
with a
they
pop
go.
pass. Indians get on the board.
That
So
was a little gutsy going on.
well, they went heavy, they went jumbo, and you kind of lost track of everybody. See the replay real quick, and we'll see what the. He just got lost in the shuffle right there.
IMG defense has
Good
been
thing by
tough all
Jones.
night.
Jones didn't go downfield. That's been a big penalty tonight.
So
a
Venice
2-yard
on the
touchdown pass
board.
for the Indians, and they're on the board.
As the smoke takes over the field, celebrating the score.
Pretty much
Short. 2nd down and 5.
Venice is another team that has played a very tough schedule. Coach Peacock's
Scully
been known
again,
for that.
just right down the middle of this defense, taken down at the 41-yard line, and he is having his way on this drive. Good running from Connor Scully.
Yeah, it is good running, and I think, like you've mentioned this before, about the flurry.
Looks like the
of
onside
running backs,
kick
the amount
by
of running backs that have touched
Clearwater
the ball.
Central was
And they've
successful.
all
That's
been so
hard to do.
effective when they get the ball.
There's been
And
a
I
lot
think
of
that plays
special
so
teams
part
miscues in that
to the
game, and
offensive line. We've
they
been
were able
talking
to,
about
looks like,
it
to get
throughout
the
this
ball back.
broadcast and throughout the year. But this
Yarn, I think Vontaze Yarn had a better chance of receiving that ball. But
I know, that's tough. That was
tough.
That's a really nice onside kick. One of the
So Matthew Baker on his 2nd reception of the game on the screen. Looked like he dropped that one at first, able to haul it back in and make a 8-yard reception. Make it a 9-yard reception in his 2nd down and 1.
under center. Cougars look a little disheveled. Going backwards now. Bryce Fulda makes a big tackle, 10-yard loss.
What a play by Bryce, not biting on the quarterback, keeping that ball and trying to fake it, and staying with the reverse there for a big sack there and loss of yards.
Yeah, Malik Newton tried to make something happen.
I mean, Bryce has been a big return for the Mooney defense. I mean, he's been one of the captains for a long time.
Venice kicks it
and him
deep.
being back sets a tone for what they should be.
And, you know, they must have told McFarland to do that, because I would want to see him run the ball in open space.
That's again, with the Ascenders lining up for the onside kick there, not necessarily the protection that he would have been looking for.
True, you're right. But still, it would have been fun. He didn't need many people to help him the last couple of times.
No, that's also very true. Again, 3 touchdowns on the day for the sophomore. Currently rated the #1 wide receiver in the nation, to go along with the #1 football.
Been nowhere tonight. I don't believe we've said his name once for making a play tonight, as Nippert runs into the Kettle Hyundai of Sarasota. Red zone is Riverview trying to get to 40 plus 45 again, trying to get to 50 for 3 games in a row. That opportunity might be tough to get, as a touchdown here will not actually put the running clock on.
No, because IMG did score that last touchdown, so there won't be a running clock tonight.
Nippert hands it off to Scully. Gain of 3. So you see all the Riverview backup wide receivers and running backs.
You're watching Red Zone on TigerVision. Special presentation tonight, presented by ClickingSpree. Tigers are open. Lakewood Ranch coming into town next Friday night. Homecoming. Big district game for the Tigers. 4-1 on the season.
Looking for Baker in the end zone, and a flag will come out. Clear holding on that play. Was trying to find Baker on the back pylon. Baker was trying to get there, but a hold.
Yeah, clear hold there in that IMG secondary is.
Hit hard.
We're in Clearwater here.
But Jaden Burnett all but ices this game for the Cougars.
I mean, what a play. Him backpedaling, him able to jump and go up and get that ball, and being able to
nice interception.
slip some tackles. And get
We'll give Mooney the ball.
Get some yards
Still
for the
over
offense.
8 minutes left in that game.
Sealed the game for the Cougars there. If they go down and score, it's pretty much game over. But good play.
Down at Rams broadcast, in the try box on the bottom, in the red zone, threatening to score again. They have ran the ball very well tonight.
Scully gonna be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Might have even lost a yard on the carry. I'll actually give him about a yard of forward progress. So 2nd down and goal coming up. Or excuse me, 3rd down. Four minutes to play. 3rd down and 2. Rams can still pick up a 1st down. Looking for Baker in the end zone, and it is incomplete. That is good coverage from this Ascenders defense. 4th down. We'll see if Riverview will elect to go for it. And it looks like they will.
Yeah, they're trying to get just a little bit more points on the board. Like you said, maybe 50 is out of reach here, but trying to put up 47 on 4th down and goal. It's definitely typical of Brody Wiseman to do this kind of stuff late in the game. He wants to put up those points up big.
Again, the Rams can still get a 1st down. It's 4th down and 2. Nippert will keep it, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown. The Rams will get the score, 46-14. Extra point pending.
With another score.
It's a great play call by
Rams
Brody Wiseman.
coasting.
We've seen it throughout this game.
Moved to 6-0. Big game against Venice next week for the district championship.
Braylon hurt. Here comes Devin. Oh, putting Devin at running back here.
Cougars have hit 450 yards, so if they do go down and score,
We're listening in on the Cougar Network
They also have
in the duo
first downs
box.
on the night, too.
Yeah, which is unbelievable.
And that was another one there.
Devin Minery powering through.
I mean, he's fun to watch run. He takes all his anger and just runs as hard as possible as he can. Doesn't allow anyone to take him down. And if you're in front of him, good luck.
25th first down for the Cougars. Absolutely unbelievable. Great performance from their offense tonight. Although they've stalled out a little bit in the second half, still a great job by them. Just chewing clock now. Davidson hands off to Minery. Minery powers forward, somehow stays on his feet. Eventually tackled for a gain of 5, though.
That's a good play. Pulled both, I believe, no, pulled the tight end and the left guard, left tackle to the opposite side.
I wish there was an option like in Madden or CFB where you could press chew clock and it automatically chews the clock for you.
You're watching Red Zone on TigerVision as we are closing out our evening here. We've covered 5 regional games tonight,
Davidson,
as well as all the other games in our region on the crawl.
Tackled, though, for a gain of 6. Another first down, though.
Is that 24 or 25? I believe 24, right?
26 now.
26
now?
Southeast
I was off. 26 first downs on
wins 42-0. We were carrying that game early at DeSoto County High School
500 yards of offense
with a Running Cock homecoming win. Southeast now 5-1.
And that, I mean, it seems like it's pretty even between rushing and throwing tonight. I would say it's near 200 yards of
Rams are going to move to 6-0 with an impressive win tonight against IMG Junior National.
So give him
And
6.
the national team is up 27-7 over the Venice Indians.
For the Indians.
You know, IMG National, with all the facilities that they have there and their stadium, they only have, I believe, 3 home games this year. Everybody wants to play them at home, so they do travel a lot.
Jones again. Good, smart decision on go upfield, get down, get your yardage, because he saw a little bit of a hole there. That opened up a little for him.
And again, with our linebackers also, stay healthy.
Absolutely.
Don't go for the hit. The last thing you want is in garbage time to lose one of your, again, stud players. It's had a great game. I know the scoreboard doesn't reflect it, but he has had a very great game.
He's throwing the ball really nice tonight. He really has. So 3rd down and 2. Quick throw to Manning. He gets the first down and gets out of bounds. Give him 6.
So yes, Venice will drop to 3-3 after tonight's loss against IMG, but they will host the Rams next week for the District 7A
1,000 all-purpose yards on the season.
District Championship next week at Powell Stadium in Venice. That's going to be a great game to watch.
27 touchdowns on the year. Yeah, your running back has 17 touchdowns. Wow, that's impressive. You got another one with 10.
With 10,
it's unbelievable. It really, really is.
We've been making the comparison to David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs of the Lions, and that could not be more true. I mean, this running back duo is just fantastic in every way, and they really do resemble how effective that Lions running back group is.
Gateway up 34-7. They were the team last week. Palmetto was up 17-0 at halftime in a district game. You're watching TigerVision, the eye of Palmetto Athletics.
There's been a couple times where IMG has been
doing a special
like crazy, and there has been no
presentation tonight.
But there's also been
of REDZONE on TigerVision,
where Downs has really had some time
presented
in the
by
pocket
ClickingSpree.
and been comfortable and just be able to sit around and wait, but his receivers just have not been able to get open.
Yeah, it's just been kind of inconsistent from this IMG offensive line where they show flashes of just playing really good and giving Nolan Downs that time to throw. And we've seen it. When Downs does have that time to throw, he can be really effective, but it's just his playmakers and his receivers. The drops have been a really big problem. Nolan Downs has honestly played pretty good here tonight against a tough Riverview defense, but he's just been let down a little bit by his playmakers.
And we will have an official timeout for a shoe needing to be tied.
Oh, big flag.
I don't know if I'm
going to be called on IMG Nationals. Going to keep the Venice drive alive.
15-yard penalty. Be a first down for the Indians, and it'll be down to the 17-yard line. Our offensive lineman a little didn't add their.
So we watch the replay.
That is a great jet sweep.
Looks like Cardinal Mooney scores again.
Mason.
They have looked really good tonight, really solid, sitting number one in Class 2A Region 3 with a big, comfortable lead, and it'll be a big win tonight against a very good Clearwater Central Catholic Marauders team.
Yeah, and that's going to put the Cougars at 500 yards on the game. Great performance. We were one less touchdown away from the Marauders from a perfect score guess by Loka Patel, one of our halftime show analysts.
Back in Venice.
Oh, he's still on his feet. Too many guys to wrestle off. You finally polished up at number 90, Cam Brickle.
So we're down to the last minute.
And bring down Darian Jones. Again, did a good job evading a lot of those tackles. Not quite the Eric McFarland level that he would have liked. But
you have to have that extra little bit of speed as well, and it's just shaking off guys is only going to last for so long. So 3rd and 18 for the Indians. Clock is running, 32 seconds left in the game.
Back to the try box.
Clough takes the screen to the house. Another 50-piece for this Riverview offense. Clough gets his first of the year. Riverview over 50 again.
Yeah, a little bit of redemption there for Ashton Clough as he had the fumble on the punt return, but able to get in there, showing off his speed. The youngster.
And again, with 20.3 seconds left, it'll.
And the Rams
the loss for Venice,
clicking on all cylinders, over 50. Once again, of course, Tigers' only loss came to the Riverview Rams in a track meet 38-35 in a game the Tigers could have won but fell short. As the Venice Indians get a score to make this game look a little more respectable, 27-13 as they attempt the extra point here with 20 seconds left in this game.
Yeah, that's one you put on film, and you don't want to see that if you're the next opponent of the Indians. Got an injured player. Looks like they're working on looks like a cramp. I can't really tell.
Yeah. To get the plays working. But yeah, don't want to, I mean, you're up 28 now. Don't want to get any injuries. They're just going to see a handoff here, though. Burst of speed by Wilson. And tackled by Vontrez Yarn, though.
Yeah.
Not after a gain of 12, though.
Vontrez Yarn is a hard hitter. Him at that safety position has been a crucial role for the Cougar defense.
So the Rams
big pickup.
Win 54, I believe, to 14 against the IMG Junior National team. They moved to 6-0. We'll have the district championship next week as they travel to Venice. who's losing tonight and will fall to 3-3. This is
Pressure. Another handoff to Wilson.
Clearwater Central
Wilson, another
Catholic,
nice
who
game.
will just not
This time
quit
9.
despite the lopsided
Yards
score.
there on the tackle.
But Cardinal Mooney has put up 500 yards of offense tonight. There's Venice kicking the point, making it a 27-14 game, which makes it look much respectable. The IMG Nationals defense just has been stifling all night. Venice has been able to move the ball, but has been unable to get in that red zone.
Cougars bring pressure once again. Barrett, quick throw. Push out of bounds for a gain of 4.
Rouge's defense has been outstanding tonight, only allowing, near 200 yards of offense?
Yeah.
And the last 40 yards of offense was their second defense.
There's go Wilson, though, for another nice gain of 10.
But yeah, the Mooney defense has been outstanding tonight.
Polished and honing his skills.
And size as well.
Absolutely.
And, credit, John, also to the Venice fans tonight. You can tell they definitely had a little bit to do with the rattling of the IMG Academy Ascenders. And, again, the fans definitely came out. And, the result not what they were looking for, but still a phenomenal output and showing for the Venice Indians tonight.
And it's good. It's always good. That's the one thing about Venice. The crowd's going to show up. They always do. It's been a long.
Still, Barrett with the jet sweep.
Okay, Venice, we're back up in Clearwater.
Hard. They're calling a personal foul, late hit. I don't know. I mean, definitely near out of bounds.
I also don't know how good it is standing over a person, but yeah, big hit by McCaden Brown there.
Southeastern winner tonight, Bayshore a loser. Bayshore still has a outside chance of making the playoffs. This one again, the Booker Sebring, that is a huge surprise.
9 penalties for 100
Gotta be
yards.
over it.
I think Booker sits on top of Class 3A Region 3 tonight.
For the Cougars tonight, not good. And at what, 4 or 5 personal fouls?
Yeah.
They're gonna have to work on that.
Yeah, when you're playing these bigger, better teams, when you get to the playoffs, you cannot have penalties like that, especially these personal fouls or unsportsmanlikes. That you can't have those costly mental mistakes in games like those. Those are really going to cost you. Marauders get to over 200 yards now after that run. 2nd and 1 here. Minute 40 to play. Barrett's going to keep it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Marauders.
Yeah, there's that run by Barrett. I mean,
There's Community with a win tonight as we watch Clearwater Central, who just will not quit, score again.
Let's try the run game with Barrett. But, I feel like it would have been a different game if they tried it earlier because they seem to move the ball a lot with that.
And we're down to our final game with 1:31 left. We'll stay right here and finish this one out.
Barrett's been so good tonight for the Marauders.
Big game here with Leonard. That's a little bit of surprise. I don't think they were favored against Plant City. Tigers get by Lakewood Ranch. It's going to come down to that. Leonard will move to 6-0. That will be for the district championship, where the Tigers will be traveling to Ruskin for that game in a few weeks. If everything stays the same, that'll be for the district Championship. That is a game we will not cover because it is an NFHS Hillsborough County game, so we are not allowed to televise that game. But we will figure out some way to get some
injury, especially for next
scores
week.
back to our
Tonight he's proven
Tiger Nation.
Cougars defense, he's been able to run pretty well on them.
Yeah, I mean, he's carried that offense. He's such an athletic kid. I mean, him with his speed and his throwing ability and knowing his body where he's able to run people over when he wants to is going to be crucial if he's hurt for that CCC offense. Yeah, there's them getting on the outside. Good blocks by their wide receivers there. And giving Barrett the touchdown. But it looks like right now, Mooney's gonna get into victory formation. I think that's their goal. Maybe they have to get a couple first downs. One, actually, but I think they're gonna go to victory formation. Here comes the hands team out again. Hopefully they can recover it this time.
So setting up for the onside kick. There's been a lot of special teams in these 5 games we've been covering tonight on Red Zone
It might happen again.
by TigerVision, presented by ClickingSpree. There's been a lot of special team miscues tonight. Big plays. So let's, as we're looking in here in Clearwater, Florida, what's going to happen here? We've already seen one successful onside kick tonight. I believe Manatee against Columbia County.
Here it is. Yep, same guy. And this time, Dax Wiggin makes up for it and comes up with it. He took a hard hit, but able to hold on to it.
Yeah, way to get up there. Get that big hop rather than let it get deep and take the small hop. So, and take that big hit and still hold on the ball. Good makeup from Dax Wiggin there.
Yeah, once again, I mean, that's a really nice kick for onside kicks, but good job by Dax Wiggin. I mean, that's another great onside kick, though.
Yeah, it looks like victory formation for the
Oh,
Cougars.
looking back there in the, you saw the dome. That's where I remember playing a basketball game, a district championship basketball game there many years ago.
What, 2 more?
Yeah, 2 more.
Playing inside that dome at Clearwater Central Catholic High School.
Receivers on the line.
Yeah.
I mean, Kem was in a offensive line stance. You won't see him much there.
And unfortunately, our stat technician just told us Cougars have dipped under 500 yards now after that 5-yard, I guess technically, rush, negative 5 yards. So they're gonna go down to 490 after this one. And they'll take one more knee to end this game.
I mean, good game by the Cougars.
Tiger Nation, as we close out this game, as Cardinal Mooney's going to hold on with putting up 49-28 over Clearwater Central Catholic. We have been to Clearwater. We have been to Venice. We have been to Sarasota. We have been to Lake City. And we have been to East Bradenton tonight, covering Southeast. This has been TigerVision, a different kind of TigerVision, Red Zone, presented by ClickingSpree. I want to thank Chad Burton and Christian McClanahan, a mile away at Harley Stadium, sitting in a dark stadium, behind the stadium in the trailer, for making all the magic happen tonight. We thank you for staying with us for the first ever TigerVision Red Zone. It's been a great night for football here on the west coast of Florida. We return back to normal TigerVision next Friday night for a big Class 6A District 11 clash where the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs will invade Harley Stadium and try to steal a victory from your Palmetto Tigers. This is Ken Burton Jr. signing off for TigerVision. One town, one team. Go Tigers. Good night, everyone.